Yo, what's up, guys, and welcome back to the What's Good podcast. Today with a very special guest, ChrisMD.
Welcome.
Thank you.
All the way from Jersey.
Yeah, I thought you were just going to out my new all the way from
Coordinates and everything. First question. It's a very intense one. What does MD stand for?
It's just my name.
Oh.
Yeah, so Michael.
I was going to say, is it private? Who's calling me, man?
It's just started.
I'm not answering it. It could be really important, but I'm not answering it.
Damn, you changed.
It could be my desk that's arriving, That's really annoying because my desk's coming on a pallet, right? From Europe. How stupid is that? Pallet.
What's a pallet?
You know like the wooden pallets you get them on?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Not like
He
a James,
he says it
like a
weirdly.
James Charles. Like a massive pallet, man.
When they're dropping outside the door.
200 kilogram, yeah.
You just leave it outside the door.
It was meant to
What
arrive
now?
on the 25th, but now it's not even the 20th. It's the new month now. It's still not arrived. But anyway, MD, Michael.
Yeah, it's just, I'm sorry, it's such a boring.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
It's just my name. It's fine.
I like to ask stupid questions at the start, and that was one. And now I feel bad, but it is what it is, right?
Yes.
What does millimeter stand for?
Nothing. I was just the smallest of my brothers. That was it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
In height?
Well, and the youngest as well. Yeah. I was like 5'3". I was like your height till I was until I was like 17 or 18.
That was your height till I was like
Yeah.
6.
Yeah, great. Yeah, then I turned 8.
Yeah.
You're not that short. Don't worry.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
I actually used to be a lot shorter comparatively to everyone. There's like a year in there's like football videos, and I'm genuinely half the height of people we're playing against. My dad was always like football. People should play within the same height, throughout young years instead of the same age.
A bit much.
Oh,
Fair.
my God.
It's like there are some years where it's literally just like a child playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could die.
There's, always that, there's
literally.
always that one kid as well when you're young that's like 6'4" with a mustache.
Yeah.
And he's just in the team because he's big.
Yeah.
He's so bad at football.
Yeah.
I used to hate that. Yeah. I was
Yeah.
also rubbish at football, so I didn't get into the teams. But
Yeah, I felt like you're in the wrong kind of country to be a short footballer.
I don't know if in the UK people are notoriously short, but
No. I mean, like, in other countries,
because of the
in other countries, they kind of like if you're short, it doesn't matter.
Oh,
It's
it's
like
like-
football.
yeah. In
Spain,
Spain,
yeah.
I would
Yeah.
have been
Spain,
straight.
great low
just look at
centre of
your
gravity.
ability. England
Yeah.
go. He's not that tall.
No.
He ain't gonna win headers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't hit a ball.
Yeah.
Ain't got on my team.
Yeah.
But thanks for coming on.
No worries.
I feel like this week's very fitting because we've just finished our betting challenge, which obviously you're a part of.
Yes.
Yeah,
Um,
that-
crippled our lives.
Yeah.
Last month.
Well, we're free.
we're free now.
We're free.
But you know what? We're free, but it just feels empty now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've still been betting.
I was gonna say, have you deleted the app? Yeah. Or
Nah, my app's still kicking.
yeah.
But you bet all yours.
Yeah,
You put all yours
on black.
and
Won it.
yeah.
And then the thing is, I feel like this is really bad of Sky Bet, right? Because I put the money on and won it, and the massive thing popped up like double or nothing, and instinctively I was like, sure. I didn't and then I was like, wait, why did I do that? I could have just took the money. It popped up like massive. I was like, that's not a really
How much
good.
did you have left?
I had £20 and 13 pence. No, sorry, £20 and 4 pence. That's
Oh, so you doubled it to 40.
40 and 8p. Yeah.
I mean, realistically, you weren't going to take it out until you got back to your original 100, were you?
No, but I would have liked to maybe done a few more bets. And I don't like depositing. I feel that's very that's a sign of addiction when you deposit it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's same with crypto. If it's in there, I'll mess around with it.
Yeah.
But I don't want to put it in. I'm not like a board member. You know what I'm saying? You're playing a football manager and you get an injection of cash. I don't like doing that to myself.
Just do it every January. And
Yeah.
every summer.
No, it's the same with poker. So we were playing Poker Stars with the guys and stuff, and I would definitely put some more money on Poker Stars, but I don't want the accountant to see me doing separate transactions. So I would rather spend
You don't want the accountant to see you. He's not going to.
It doesn't care. I know they don't care, but I'd rather do one. So for example,
Silently judging.
I'd rather put £1,000 on than £1,000. So sometimes I'll play, right? I'm like, oh damn, I'm gonna put more in, and I won't do it just because I don't want my accountant to judge me. Which
He
is
does
good
it
though.
one time and texts his accountant
Sorry.
I'm sorry, mate. Please don't judge me. It was a moment of weakness.
I'm so sorry for what I've done. But yeah, now it's over now.
Yeah. How much did you end on? You had a terrible last day, right?
I bet massively on Brighton because I'm a big fan of expected goals, and Brighton, I think pretty much should be third in the league or something by expected goals. And so I was betting heavily on them against West Brom, and they missed 2 penalties, and
Had a gold.
what's the name? Lee Mason just disallowed a goal for no reason.
That was the one where he
That was
said
so
like
weird.
he like blew the whistle and there was
It,
so
it was
weird.
right in the end because he blew the whistle and then realised that he'd basically just fucked over West Brom. And so he was then like, okay, like panicked and blew the whistle again. And he blew the whistle before the goal went in. So looking back, they made the right decision to disallow it, but
it was just a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still.
Yeah, so the betting, we have our winner, we have our loser. The final day was a bit weird, and I have a quandriment argument.
Got a bone to pick.
I've got a bone to pick.
Okay.
So the final day,
Yeah.
Chip. Well, me, Chip, and Ethan are all 100 plus. You think you were just under, right?
Yeah, by some way, but yeah.
No, just really.
Final day, I think I was on like 70. No. I'd gone because Brighton was before there, so I was like 40.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
I was good.
So everyone else was quite low. It was basically me or Chip or Ethan if one of his bets came in.
Yeah, he had some. To be fair, he had some massive like accumulators. So if any of those hit, he'd have gone clear.
Yeah, but he chucked on like 50 quid on over 1.5 goals, and then the Palace Fulham game was 0-0.
Oh gosh.
And that lost him it, and then he put on more money and just lost it all. Reeve and Harry were on £2, or so we thought. Harry then tells us he's bet all the way up to £69 that day.
The group chat was havoc at that point. Everyone was throwing
literally-
chairs, throwing tables around.
I didn't see that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was mental.
He
He was just straight up lying.
Well, Harry said, Reeve said, "What's your total? What have you put on or something?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, you'll find out at midnight." And then we're like,
He
"No,
wouldn't
we
tell
need
us.
to see. Like,
Yeah.
we need to see how much you're
Yeah.
on, kind of thing." And he just puts a screenshot of £69.40
Oh my God.
or 42,
It's just
I was like,
bizarre.
that's the-
69.
but 69.42. I'm like, that's the meme
pence.
number, isn't it?
Oh,
69.420.
I didn't even see 42.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So he definitely deposited that. Then,
Okay.
yeah.
And then he wouldn't tell Freezy or anything. And then Reeve.
Yeah, so for
had a bet
context,
on.
Reeve, because Reeve was on £2 and he'd bet that entire £2 on, it wasn't even like a crazy bet. He was going to win like £5.40 back.
Yeah.
So that's all he was holding on to. And he had like a lot of hope, to be fair, that if he won that, he would have still been okay. But like, I was looking at it, I was like, bro, I think you're still screwed if you win that. I don't think anyone's like lower than £5.
I felt Reeve was like the most likely to go down a spiral. I felt
Yeah.
like throughout, like because he'd like
Yeah.
deleted the app halfway through.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, we should maybe.
But I thought he was going to win it at
Intervention.
first though, because like the day before it started, he won like a £500 accumulator off like £5, right?
Yeah.
So I thought he was like,
yeah.
I thought
But
he was
I
about
think
this
you
life.
get one of those every now and then.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he used his up just before.
And you get those when it's
So he's-
random. When you're thinking about it like we are to try and win, you don't win them.
Yeah. You just,
When
it
you just
has
trick it
to
on,
be- Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, Harry ended up after Reeve lost. Reeve was like, "Oh, lads, it's been fun. I'm on 0."
And he went
Harry-
to bed. And Reeve went to bed.
Well, yeah, but he was still on his phone. He still saw the message.
not when. No, he only saw it this morning.
Oh, really?
He only saw what happened this morning. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
well,
he went to bed thinking he was the loser.
So Harry basically had lied.
Yeah.
And it turns out he hit 0 3 days ago because Man United played. Was it Real Sociedad? They played in the Europa.
Yeah,
They drew
yeah,
0-0.
Yeah.
And he DM'd Mason Greenwood and said, like, "I've got a fiver on you, lad. Will you win?" And he was like, he just put ha, and then
Yeah.
they drew 0-0. Harry lost all his money. So Harry
we
was
didn't
the
know
first
that.
one.
We had no idea that happened.
No, so I messaged Reeve and I was like, "I'm pretty certain Harry is just trying to get someone else to 0."
Yeah.
Because I thought we actually agreed if you hit 0, you do the video no matter what.
Yeah, we
yeah,
did.
yeah.
But we
did.
changed it and it's just first person. So Harry's doing the video, which is huge.
Totally
because
deserved
huge.
as well. Yeah.
That's the biggest second channel.
Yeah. By some way.
Yeah.
And this video will bang, I think.
Yeah.
'Cause we've also,
What's he gonna do?
well, we've got control. We've got control of
get to
everything.
choose.
We can wait. So we
can-
but as in like, what's the actual content gonna be?
An apology video.
Yeah, but
Pretty
we
much.
can
But how
choose.
interesting can that be?
We can
I can't
choose a
get that one.
title. We can choose everything.
Yeah.
Title and
But-
thumbnail is everything, realistically.
Yeah.
He gave us one thing not to go with. But I don't know if we can say that, but we won't do that.
Yeah.
But I think apart from that, it's fair game.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I want a shout out in the video, bro.
yeah.
I want a shout out. I want
But
to.
how much control over the content do we actually have? Because like that's quite a
I
big
think as
thing.
long as it's doable.
As long as it's not like career ending, we're all right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, Harry has, Harry like his limit is quite far.
Oh, yeah,
I think
he's
we can
basically
get away with,
invincible on
yeah,
YouTube,
we can
so
get away
we
with some
can go a
cool
long
stuff.
way,
Yeah.
So
And before we all get cancelled, like what we've said on the video, and Harry comes out on top. Like,
Yeah. It's like the victim of this bullying.
So at the other end of the table, it was me and Chip. And this is my bones pick, all right?
There you go. All
We
right.
said Wednesday and Thursdays, we are meant to put our totals in.
Wednesday and Saturdays.
Wednesday, Saturday, sorry.
Yeah.
Saturday, the day before the final, Chip did not put his in. I was on £137 when I woke up. I thought he was on way more.
So
But
if you knew, you
Oh,
would-
I
so
put
you-
loads of bets on and
Yeah.
stupid bets.
right.
Like I put £10 on Lille, who lost. Or drew, sorry. And he he ended up going, "Oh, lad, I'm on 132." I was like, "Why have you not said this last night? I wouldn't have put these bets on."
You just held your
So
ground.
he did get more than he did finish on higher than that though, right?
No, he finished 118.
Did he?
I thought he finished on like 140.
That's what he said, but then he said he was on 110 and he chucked 50 quid on one bet on a draw, 158.
No, you sure he didn't do you sure he wasn't on like 140, then did that bet?
Well, I said he had already won then, and everyone was like, no, he was on 110.
Oh.
I guess it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter, but
He still did make the best bet of the
he
entire
made the
month.
best bet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, yours wasn't bad to be fair, the 3-1 for Arsenal. If you put more on that.
Well, it wasn't. I put £2.58 or something like that on Arsenal to win when you went 1-0 down.
Oh,
yeah.
And it won me like that was Harry's was
so
3-0.
brave.
Oh, so you didn't bet on 3-1?
I didn't bet on 3-1. I just
thought
put
you did that,
I just
yeah.
put £2.80 and I won 16 quid.
Yeah.
Like,
I think
from
my
£2,
mate
like-
said like he just made loads of money I think last year, where every time United went 1-0 down, he just put like 10 quid on them and they'd always win.
It's a solid
It's
bet.
like-
Is any of the top teams go 1-0 down, just put a bet on a draw and a win.
Well, you can do the double chance as well, can't you?
Yeah. So so Chip won, which means he gets the money. Now you also do an FPL league, and I believe Chip
is in a stinker.
Also, he needs his money
but
to be
like
fair then.
not catchable almost.
Him and Theo are like a long way below everyone else.
Did I hear
Yeah.
a rumor
And
that
then
they
there's me.
like sold their account or like they paid someone to come help them?
I think there's been a lot of rumours that there's been various people employed in
I heard
different
that rumour
countries
about
to
Chip.
I can't-
look through Premier
Yeah.
League graphs and stuff, but I don't know if there's any truth behind
I
it.
can't wait to join the FPL because like I love that every year the leagues I'm in aren't competitive enough. They start it.
Yeah, and then people drop
Yeah,
off.
but I'm still
3
there.
weeks ago, Chip was like, "Oh, I might delete the app," and like it's just got abused straight away. But so
To
hopefully,
be fair, in
now-
FPL you can do that though and still like do all right. Like, you can forget.
yeah,
For 3 or 4
Yeah,
weeks,
'cause you don't
it
take the
comes in.
you don't take the hits from making changes. Yeah,
I think on the FPL forums and stuff, you see there's an app online where you can put your team in and it'll tell you what points you would have if you made no changes.
oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, and
That's
often,
something you just don't want to see.
Yeah.
exactly. But often, like you would have been way better off if you didn't make any changes and just stayed with your first team.
I think I started with Ramsdale in goal, the Sheffield United keeper, so that wouldn't have.
Yeah.
It's probably
Yeah.
a minus points at this point.
You should do it. You should join next time because the
I
podcast
just
will be
don't-
sick as well.
Honestly,
Weekly
you should
update
give
for
it a
the
try
entire
for like
year.
a few weeks, and then you can always just duck out if you don't. No,
But I can't.
You can't.
That's the
Because you'll
thing.
lose.
Just get
Well,
views.
maybe you should start like. You have to maybe I
You
don't
can
know.
just pay someone to run it for you.
But that's what everyone's accusing other people of.
Yeah, but as long as you don't find out, you'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you could actually. You could. Enjoy it. It's just banter.
Just like pop in every Saturday with like a caps of like John Stones scoring. When it happens,
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
You find heroes as well, like Antonio. Like people have like an affinity to Antonio now because he's banging goals in.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, he's
Well-
really sick. Yeah.
Chip has won this, so he gets the money from Harry's video.
yeah,
That was the prize.
yeah.
But he's lost that.
Yeah, which will probably.
Where are you gonna go?
I-
Are you gonna go like Novu?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
We've set a cap of $2,000, I think, on the meal. So,
Okay.
but that will be reached. let's face it,
Yeah,
so-
yeah,
Have you actually decided where it is?
No, we haven't.
Okay. I feel like Hawksmoor's the one people go.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the one that.
I went Novu last time.
That's
didn't
where
we,
you
with
can push.
Oh, they did go Nobu
Fitness
last time.
Feb.
Oh yeah, Fitness Feb was Nobu.
And that's where JJ
Was
like just ran it.
Yeah,
up.
that went mad, right?
That was like 16 grand.
yeah.
But that was
JJ's
like-
not involved.
Yeah.
There was 8 grand on one drink, I think, like a bottle.
A bottle of
stuff.
wine or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be allowed.
Yeah.
It just really shouldn't.
Well, no,
So-
because he lost, didn't he? Like, so JJ was the one who lost that with Ethan. So JJ was just like because obviously he knew he lost.
Oh, JJ gave up after 2 weeks, or no, a week.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay,
he
I did
literally
follow
said,
this,
"I'm just going to fuck up whoever comes last."
Yeah, so he was just self-sabotaging with Ethan. So he
yeah. Wait,
knew
so
that
it was,
whatever-
it was last two.
last
last
two,
two
yeah.
paid for the
Okay,
meal.
that-
He had to pay
amazing.
for the meal, but he was just going
That's
out.
so
Like,
funny.
But
Yeah, I rate that.
the thing about JJ was he spent the month making videos. That February, he posted every day, whereas everyone else in the group
Yeah.
Their
basically
careers
gave up.
crippled. Yeah.
Yeah.
So JJ had earned the money back he was going to spend, didn't care. Whereas Ethan had spent this whole month grinding.
Dedicated.
He got dragged onto the boat for a Sidemen Sunday. The last 2
He was
days,
doing
of
laps, right?
Fitness Feb, yeah. The last 2 days we were filming on a cruise, so he could all he could do is run around the boat.
Oh my god. That's
So he literally everyone caught him, went way past.
Oh.
He was running around at like 11 p.m. the night before it, and just running around. And then he runs inside. He comes inside, and Harry's just like, "Lad, you lost."
Oh, that was brutal.
And JJ's like, 20 grand. 20. I'm spending 20 grand.
That's so brutal.
So that's capped at like 2 grand or something, whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's smart.
That's capped at like $2,000.
It means Chips actually, it will actually,
Might profit.
yeah.
Yeah, he might do. Yeah.
That's mad.
Depends if Harry's second channel's on Google Preferred.
Harry said he says CPM's decent though.
That's why I've been uploading on his main.
yeah.
Yeah, to be fair, this is a great sign. Like if someone's not posting on a certain channel, right? It's
Yeah.
not making any money.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Chris?
we're not talking about that.
That was an awkward cough.
That was actually, yeah. Not even,
It's been fun though.
It has
a lot
been a
of
very,
fun.
very fun
And
month.
I don't actually feel like I'm addicted or anything like that. It's just been purely like,
no. And I do actually, yeah. I do actually hate how much betting is like plastered over football as well. Like, you know,
Yeah,
how that's
it is
becoming,
awful.
like
Yeah.
a thing. But obviously,
well, also
it
for those
is
watching,
fun.
we did like everyone lost money really. Like only you and Chip like
Me and
made
Chip
money.
the only ones that made, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Which
yeah.
I've now lost.
Yeah.
I chucked it on teams I've never heard of, so.
yeah.
It was like a case study. There was what, like 8 of us,
9.
9
Yeah.
of us, and yeah,
Yeah.
everyone lost.
2 people were positive, but just.
only just. Yeah.
And I
now
also
on
feel
all.
like you went like really in depth. Like you were making like some sick bets, whereas Chip just got lucky.
Chip got
Yeah,
one
massively.
big bet.
And I swear he only made like 20 bets total.
But that's how you were
Yeah.
going to win. By
Yeah.
not because it just the more you bet, the more unlikely it is.
Yeah.
well, your tactic was just to bet like quite big on like certain games.
Yeah, I got lucky and I put like 50 quid on United, and
Yeah.
then that guy got sent off and they won 9-0.
Yeah.
You won big on that as well because it was
Oh
like
yeah, I put above 7.5 goals at half time.
Like the first day or
8.5
something.
goals.
Oh,
at
yeah,
half-time.
yeah.
And it was I won like 25 quid from £2.
well, didn't I bet on like a 0-0 draw game?
Yeah, something
'Cause
like
it's
that.
happened before, right? Someone gets sent off and the team just defends, so no one
Yeah,
ever scores.
yeah.
So I like put like 5
I
quid on a
remember I
0-0.
saw you put
and
that.
they won 9-0.
And I put above 4.5 goals,
Yeah.
and then put above 7.5.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Well, if it's once they get one goal, it's either going to be
yeah.
0-0 or like 6.
yeah.
Yeah, but to be fair, like most teams, like first half, right, you'll see like a 6-0, 5-0, or whatever. Second half, usually a lot calmer.
Like 1 or 2.
And the team respects the other team. Whereas Man United just showed no respect. They were just like dicking them over.
Yeah.
Like,
I
no-
love that.
no
I
mercy.
hate how people
Yeah,
are like,
I agree.
oh, like, you know, like, so I remember Cazorla did a Panenka against like a young goalkeeper once, and all the pundits were like, oh, I hate to see that. It's like, no, I want to see professional footballers literally like making people cry. Like, you know, I want as many goals as possible. Like, we're paying them to do this.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
This isn't
get
this
that.
isn't a friendly game. You're
Yeah,
there
yeah,
to
exactly.
your job. You're doing
Yeah,
your
yeah.
job.
Especially when goal difference does matter a lot as well.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
So many leagues have been won or lost on goal difference.
And like doing that kind of thing can affect the goalkeeper for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
And because
Or
of
their
that,
lives,
or his life.
hopefully.
Or life. That way's a bit deep. Maybe a bit far there. But my only question about the betting challenge.
Yeah.
Do you have any? What's your biggest regret in the whole month? Like, is there one bet that stood out to you?
My regret is going too far out the gate fast. Like if you remember, I was down very quick because the first night I got so excited and everyone was like betting on like Pachuca women and stuff, and I was like, this is so much fun. But I would just bet like £20 in £2 on random stuff. Like, oh, they're gonna score next, blah 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 blah. And then towards the end, I actually started doing well. Like when I was like £20-30, I was doing really well, but I didn't have enough like money in the game to be able to like go for that tactic. So I just burnt out too early.
Yeah, yeah. I think my regret is betting on Liverpool too many times because I was like, surely they can't keep. Oh, they've lost again. You know?
That was what I looked at their
What was the
results.
game? What was that
I
one
looked at their
game?
last 5 results, and I went, okay, draw, loss, draw. They're a good team. They
Yeah.
win. Like statistically, they should
Yeah,
win.
Yeah,
yeah,
they can't
yeah.
keep
Nope.
losing.
There was one game where everyone was relying on them to win the accumulator. They lost. Was it Burnley?
Might have been.
They lost
I think I
1-0.
lost on the
1-0
Leicester
against the
game.
team. Yeah.
Which is a shame.
Oh yeah, that was the two quick goals, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's
Leicester
why
scored.
Allison just gave it away. Yeah.
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 Mine was I had 3 bets on a Bayern game. It was literally
I remember that.
it was unbelievable.
One
The
corner,
bets.
right? Was one corner in it?
I was 1 corner off winning 25. I had £2, £2. This one won me £8 and I won it. This one would have won me £25 or £24, and I was 1 corner off.
Oh, that's
And it was literally like 12 corners, 4 goals, 50 booking points, something like ridiculous.
Oh.
1 corner away. The other one would have won me £55 from £2, and I was 1 Bayern corner away. So if there was like a last second Bayern
Yeah,
corner,
yeah.
I would have won 90 quid or
my-
75, 80 quid.
Instead of what, you got 8.
No, well, yeah.
Eight
And I
pounds.
didn't cash out. I could have cashed out for like 40. And I was like, no, hold.
Oh, maybe that's a regret, to be fair. I wish I just cashed out everything.
If
Every
you
time
cashed
I'm
out
up,
everything-
I want to cash out. Yeah.
I made sure that I wasn't looking at cash outs because otherwise then it would just take over my
Yep.
entire
yeah.
life.
Yeah.
The most I've ever watched football this month.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I quite enjoyed it, but also didn't at the same time. You know,
I've watched games I don't care about.
Yeah.
Like, I've watched more Premier League games that I'm like, okay, I'm glad I watched this, but
I know what you mean. I've only ever really done that. Like whenever the World Cups come around, my family always do like this massive predictions thing. and it makes like Algeria against Tunisia and stuff like really interesting. But I definitely prefer it like that, where it's not like you don't have cash out and all these little ways that you can just invest your time. You know,
I think if we did it again, I would like to.
We definitely should do Euros.
I'd love to make a rule no cash outs. I think that would be a really good. Like, I
feel like it gives you flexibility.
It is part of it. It is part of the tactics, but at the same time, I think it's.
Or we use an app where you can actually cash out. This app just doesn't let you cash out.
There's a lot of if there's certain types of bets that don't let you cash out. On
okay.
But all the other sites do.
Yeah,
like if you put
Bet365. I don't want to promote anyone.
What did I put on?
I've done.
Hashtag ad.
You can cash out whatever you want. Because one of my most favored bets was next goal to score. And you could accumulate the next goal to score on the app we're using.
We had very different tactics.
And you couldn't cash out that.
Yeah, there was a lot. There was a
why
lot
would you though?
Cash out. Yeah, next goal to score. You like
because someone could score, then someone could score, and you cash that out. You know what I mean? No. So you got 14's next goal to score, and you're winning like 3 of them.
Cash out. Okay.
Okay.
I was like, how are your odds going to change?
Yeah.
No.
You're like Man United
Salah's
score
looking
next.
good.
Still 0-0. Cash out.
Yeah. But because those bets were good, because I would always look at like which team was down but who were the better team. Next team to score, it always came through.
Yeah, I think Euros is definitely a shout to do something again.
Yeah,
but we need to change it somehow. But
yeah, it just got so serious. Like in the news recently, the stuff about FPL, you know, with like Grealish. I don't know if you saw any about that, but like what people had started doing, like some of our league included, was looking at like physios of Aston Villa and like subs and seeing who it was, like almost like, you know, like Twitter like Arsenal Twitter following transfer targets, and people doing so much digging that they worked out that Grealish was going to be dropped, and then whoever Aston Villa were playing changed their tactics because they realised that Grealish was going to get dropped by people looking at the physio's fantasy team.
Did he get dropped?
Dean Smith had like a huge go at like that, so I think he's banned like the whole Villa team from playing FPL now.
Mad.
Yeah.
Well, isn't it like Bamford? Bamford captains.
Yeah. But he openly talks about it. He's like, I'm so glad I got a hat trick.
Like captaining yourself doesn't really. Change you.
No,
you can't
professional football. It's like
I didn't try today because I didn't captain myself.
You just wanted to screw
Fernandes
captain. So
one of my mates was catching up and he captained me, so I thought no goals.
No, but I reckon if you're a player and you play FPL, you're gonna. And I reckon you will try harder. You know. I guarantee.
Professional football.
I bet. It's as weird as that sounds.
It depends how serious your league is.
Yeah.
Like if they have a league of
Bro,
you think if he's sat there with 2 mates in that league, and
not mates. If he's captain himself,
but he's in like. He's just captained himself. You think that's going to make him want to try harder? Not the fact he can win, even a goal bonus, a winning bonus, anything like that. Or I think the fact that you get 3 points.
I reckon a footballer cares at that point. I mean, let's be honest. They're already making thousands of pounds per week, right? I reckon at that point there, and they know they're going to make that throughout the year. I reckon if they've like triple captained themselves, they're going to try. Honestly, I bet.
If he's through on goal and there's like a teammate they can just sweat it to, he's like, if I score, like this is 4 points instead of 3.
In that scenario, or if he knows the person he's passing to, like Rafinha, right?
His mates have got him. He's like, no.
His mate's captain Rafinha is like, I'm passing to you, mate. I'm throwing goal. I bet you it happens, man. I would do it. I would do it.
Centre backs not going for tackles because they've captained themselves. They don't want to get a yellow card.
Fucking hell. But no, I do. Like, I enjoy FPL. It's way better than like betting, because money's not involved.
But you do need something on it because otherwise people will just drop out.
It's something to keep you motivated. Whether it's like a forfeit. Or...
The thing is, my schoolmates had something on it, and they did it for like 4 years. But then after the 4th year, the forfeit was always the same. They had to make a nude calendar.
Oh my god!
But
okay,
but not nude. Like it doesn't have to be out.
No,
it was like it's like, you know, like
peeping
something's here.
The firefighter kind
like holding it like a football there or something.
That's fine.
But then 1 year someone didn't do it, and from then on I'm like, well, now this whole series, now it's pointless because I didn't say I lose next year. I'm going, well, you ain't done it. I ain't doing it. Now.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'd be tempted to join, but like, I don't know. I think I'd lose interest, and I really don't want to be that guy.
I think when you get the bug, though, you get the bug for FPL. And it's like this, right? I feel like even the chat keeps you going. I think
it's with FPL as well. You do your team, and then you're done for the week. You don't actually do anything. Like you can choose to pay attention or you don't. So it's not like the gambling in that you're constantly like paying attention.
So you do check the games, but if you don't watch the game, you're still gonna have the same outcome.
Yeah, it's
Nothing
the same.
changes.
It's the same amount of like research, but it's not the same amount of like paying attention on.
Yeah, and you get one transfer a week as well.
And
So
I
it's
don't
like,
care about other leagues as well.
Mhm.
That was a big thing in this tournament.
yeah.
What? CF America are playing?
Oh, the leagues that we've found mental.
Barcelona B-side are playing?
And you watch the game as well. You watch that game,
Yeah.
especially if it pops up in the app.
I
What
mean-
am I doing with my life?
I've still got another 7 months till I can join anyway. So
Yeah.
it's not really.
Think about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll think about it for sure. For
Well,
sure.
you can join. So you can join this league and start with someone, and it'll only start counting from the week you join.
Yeah, but it's a bit like.
No, you're trying to get your feet.
I
wet
only
there.
want to. Yeah, I just want to
Yeah.
jump
you
head
got to
first
start the
into
season,
like
Yeah.
a competition like this or something.
Yeah.
'Cause
Well,
I do it
yeah.
for the group chat, realistically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. It's for the
Yeah.
entertainment. Yeah.
for sure.
Well, what was I going to say? Oh, I've forgotten now. No, I had it. I had something.
FPL betting.
I can't remember.
Oh no,
Should we just move on to the what's good?
we'll do it. Yeah.
I had something. and I
You'll get
can't
it later. I'll
remember.
come back to you later when we're talking about
Just
random
side
topic.
point. I'm so looking forward to the Euros now. Like,
Yeah.
now
That was it.
inside.
Let's
Was
do
Let's
the
go.
the 9 people in this chat that we have. So there's 9 of us. Let's choose the top 9 teams of the Euros
Okay.
and do like 50 quid. Everyone just puts in 50 quid. Winner gets it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then it's like, then you're each week you're going head to head with someone.
Yeah.
And we only choose the top 9 teams, so no one gets screwed over with like a team nods.
Got you.
Honestly, I might introduce you to the concept of these predictions that my family do because they are really good. 'Cause It
Okay.
means that every match, so you get you predict the score and then you get like 2 points if you get the right result, and then as in like whichever team wins, and then you get 5 points if you get like the exact score, and so you end up with like a point system. So it's like a league by the
So-
end, but it's
Okay.
just you just like try and guess what the results are.
Of every game.
Yeah. No, we don't usually only do group stage because that like knockout it just gets too difficult.
Yeah.
But it's a
Damn.
good way of doing it.
Okay. Well, what was I going to say? What's good section? We have 10, I don't know if you know this. We have 10 things basically, and I'm going to ask you what you think about them. And
Okay.
basically, he'll turn his light off if you don't like him. See
Wait.
that? You see that?
Wait, what? Explain it again.
So I'm asking you of 10. Sorry, my brain's zoned out anyway. I don't know how I
Don't diss our
explained it.
life, bro.
No, so basically, this is the what's good
This
section.
is really
so I'm going
cool.
to read out something. Like, say I said, shoes. That was a terrible example.
Okay.
But you would
Do you like
basically-
shoes?
Yeah, if you like shoes, you keep your light on. If you don't, you turn your light off.
Okay.
Shoes is a bad example.
I hate
Okay.
shoes personally.
Like,
Okay.
okay.
Wait, so do I have a light?
No, it's just- unfortunately, it's just
and
me.
then he'll argue with you basically
Oh,
if he
okay.
agrees with you.
So wait, okay, so
But I'll do whatever you want to do. But then if I disagree, I'll.
okay, so
I'll-
you'll do the light for me.
Yeah,
but then,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, so this is from Jacob Silver, who's the
Oh,
timestamp
legend.
guy.
Yeah.
He does.
Timestamps for us.
You're in the sirens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not in the room though, Simon. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. So Jacob Silver is a guy who does timestamps for every single podcast we do.
Okay.
It's madness. Said thanks for the shout out / mention, Randy. Okay.
No worries, mate.
The first one is YouTube awards and plaques. Like, are you a fan of them or do you think they're unnecessary?
Award shows or like the actual awards?
Like awards, like
The-
Yeah, I was going to say because plaques and awards are as in like
I think he
most
means
funny-
the plaques. No, I think he means like the plaques.
oh the plaques. I love them. Yeah,
Yeah?
I love
Yeah.
the plaques because it's basically what just like fills up the walls in your house, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not interesting enough to have anything else to put up.
Did you ever have the old one? When did you
The
get
big one. I've got
You've got the biggest one.
I've got that here. I brought it over here, and now I'm like, there's nowhere. Like I have no
It's
space.
mental.
Yeah.
It's way
Well,
too
there's
stupid.
3 because there was the biggest. Then they made it a tiny bit smaller.
Did they?
And then
Yeah,
they've
I
got the
don't
normal
have one of those. Like I've got like the chunky one that you can't hang
Yeah.
on the wall because it will bring
Yeah.
the wall down.
But there was 2 versions of that.
Okay, I never saw that.
One was like here, and then one was like this big, the gold ones.
I think I've got the smallest one.
And it was like a little bit bigger, a little bit thicker. It's
Either way,
very impractical.
unfeasibly big.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So you're a fan of them?
Not those ones, but I am a fan of awards in general. Yeah.
Okay. What do you think about award shows, by the way? This is
I think they're more popularity votes, personally. I think,
Okay.
and I kind of feel like they don't really mean that much.
because I always say this, and then everyone goes, "Oh, then you shouldn't have a YouTube award." And I'm like, "Well, no, because that's more of a symbol of hitting a number."
Yeah,
rather
that's-
than-
yeah,
that's
that's
actually
more
a
That's like
statistic.
statistical.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a certain amount of
Yeah.
people.
Sharp when you say that, all right?
yeah, that was just one for you.
Everyone always calls me out on it. I'm like, that's not an award.
Rent-free.
It's a.
Yeah.
It's a
Award
stat.
shows. Yeah.
Maybe.
All right, number 2, microwave meals.
Oh no! I'm not a big fan of
No?
microwaves. No.
Oh,
I will defend this because I think there's a difference between like microwave meals. Because like ready meals, like from Tesco and stuff like that, no, because it's not good food.
No.
But right now I get like a delivery service where it's all fresh. So like you put your meals and they make it and then deliver it the day before, and it's fresh. And you put it in the microwave for 3 minutes.
That's kind of that is different.
Yeah.
When I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking like you get a proper takeaway curry, or you get like a
Yeah,
curry from
yeah,
the co-op,
yeah.
and it's just not the same.
Rustler's burger.
Mine's pretty much a meal that someone's made and then like you just heat it up, rather than like a ready meal that goes into like a cardboard box.
Would you still turn your light off for that then?
Yeah, I think I would.
Yeah, I feel like you're a healthy eater.
I am quite a healthy eater, yeah. Although lockdown has probably brought that down somewhat. And coming to London,
I bet his like lockdown like bad diet is our good diet.
Yeah.
yeah, it probably is.
What do you eat? Like, do you cook?
Sometimes.
Well, then
Shannon
you're already
is
bad.
But in London, you've got so many options.
It's so annoying.
Like in Jersey, if you want if you don't want to cook, you have to go unhealthy.
Yeah,
London,
like
you
Chinese,
can go
Indian,
healthy.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then just like fish and chips and stuff.
Yeah.
So many options. I don't have Nando's every day.
Yeah, well, obviously 50% of them are
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
These like delivery apps are so good, but they're so bad.
Oh, I spent hours on them. I actually don't like them because I literally scroll through and I'm like, this is getting an issue.
Well, they did a, you know how they
the
do
same
like,
thing every time as well. Like I look through everything. And
oh,
then
yeah,
choose
and
the
then you
same.
go back, yeah.
you know they do like Spotify Wrapped.
Oh, yeah.
So delivery did one, and
Oh.
thankfully didn't tell you how much. Like I was like, I put it in the group. I was like, I really hope they don't tell you how much you spent.
Yeah,
They didn't.
I kind of want to know, but
Yeah,
at
I
the
wanna
same
know.
time, it will depress me.
Yeah.
But maybe that's the kick I need to stop
Not
ordering.
stop. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there are just some like since I come to London, I've found some incredible foods that like
Yeah.
I would 100% like go
What
back
types?
and for example, a waffle with lotus biscuit and lotus
Oh.
biscuit sauce, and it's
Oh.
just like honestly, it's life changing.
Wow.
Also, a really weird thing. Pizza Hut in Jersey, like I was always such an advocate for Pizza Hut being the GOAT pizza.
Ooh.
Coming over here, tastes totally different.
Wow.
Domino's is 100% better over here, but in
Damn.
Jersey, it's the other way around.
You're going to have to do the Pizza Olympics again.
Pizza
World Cup.
Shannon
Pizza
did
World
Pizza
Cup.
World Cup. Yeah. But then she picked Goodfellas at the top.
Yeah.
Like, that instantly makes the entire video just meaningless.
Yeah.
I saw that video. We are going to steal that at some point.
Yeah, it's honestly a great
It's going to be
concept.
on more Sidemen at some point.
Yeah,
Probably during the Euros.
We
might
almost
call it
did,
Pizza Euros.
Yeah, we almost did the Pancake World Cup on Pancake Day, but couldn't manage to get around to it in time.
Are there that many different pancakes, or I guess you order them?
Yeah. We just
And there's-
you've got like crepes and then American pancakes, and there's a few different types. Yeah,
What would win, do you reckon?
I'm always a fan of American pancakes. Again,
I
it's
agree.
just since coming to London, there's a place, what's it called, like the Diner, and they do like a lumberjack breakfast, and it's like scrambled eggs and maple syrup, bacon. It's it's amazing.
This is the unhealthy food we're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
This sounds
Mhm.
good.
Yeah, it's good.
All right, number 3. I don't know if you all have played this. The Among Us Sheriff mod.
Oh no, I haven't actually.
Have you seen it?
Not more than thumbnails. No.
So the Sheriff mod, basically, I don't know what this is. This kind of doesn't work, but
Yeah.
the Sheriff mod is just one player as a sheriff who can kill.
Okay.
But if they kill an innocent person, they die.
Oh, that's quite good.
So it's quite interesting because you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
if you see me kill and you're the sheriff, you could just kill me instantly.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
then-
that's good.
Yeah. It's decent.
My light's off for it only because when we played, I feel like we didn't really use the feature. You know that session we had?
Did we have it?
We had it, but never really got used to like its full potential. I don't know why. I feel like Among Us is such a game where like I find the mods difficult because you don't often get them, right? Like not everyone gets to have it. Whereas like Imposter Crewmate, sometimes you have both, right? Most of the time you'll be both. Like, obviously you'll have nights where you go like 6 hours without getting it.
Yep.
But I feel like when you add like sheriff and stuff, like unless everyone's been sheriff before, no one truly understands how it works. You can
True.
explain it to someone, but until you know and
Yeah.
use it to its full like effectiveness.
I also feel like there's not many ways that you can expand on the Among Us game.
Yeah,
Like,
it's so
I'm trying to
basic.
think of
Isn't it?
how else you could expand that.
It's more like
They need
role playing
a-
games
they
that
need
you
a
have to like abide by.
custom map though.
They do
Custom
that.
map creator. But there is this new mod that basically has like 6 roles.
Right.
So there's like the sheriff, there's a doctor who can basically save a person each round.
Oh, that's quite cool.
There's an engineer who can also vent and like fix an emergency, like
Lights stuff.
lights and stuff like that. There's like other roles and stuff, but they have them all in one game. So 8 out of the 10 people have a role.
Yeah.
There's a jester actually. The jester's the good role.
Okay.
So that is, you're a crewmate, but if you get voted out, you win. So you're trying to trick people into thinking you're the imposter.
oh, that's sick.
So everyone's like,
That's sick, actually.
you just have to act a bit sus, and people are kind of like, wait, Are you an imposter or are you crew?
I think I saw Freya play this one.
Yeah,
That was quite cool.
but that game is slowly dying.
Yeah. Do you know what's mad is how quickly Fall Guys died? Like it was
Yeah,
literally
so
huge.
quick.
and then
Again, custom map creator. That game would have banged
yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
just so. I feel like there's no games. Do you play? You don't play any games really, do you?
I do. Well, not on YouTube channel, but like I literally just didn't really play. I played video games loads in my childhood. And
Yeah.
literally didn't play since doing YouTube, and then only like the last 2 years I've got back into playing like COD and
Yeah.
What do you play
stuff
now?
like that. At the moment, I'm
If you
playing
do.
lots of Cold War COD, like zombies and stuff.
Damn. Play zombies.
Love
Damn.
zombies. It's great.
Loser. Sorry, no, I'm just joking.
I don't like zombies. No, I'll be honest.
I can,
Have you
I can
played
see
the-
why it's great, but I just don't have patience for it.
Yeah. To be fair, it's me and my friend. We literally you have to pause because you can pause games online now.
Yeah.
If you're playing with a mate. But like it gets into like 10-hour games that you can't do anything else on your Xbox over like a week because you've got the game that's on.
Yeah.
But have you played the new one at all?
I haven't. I've seen it a lot.
I played
Wait,
the old
very
ones.
new one. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh no.
No, not as in like the new map that came out, but as in like this
The Cold War one.
Oh yeah, because they released the open world one.
Yeah, which is kind of boring. But no, just like the fact that this year's zombies, like they've got like upgrades and stuff on it, which is actually really cool because then it's not like the same thing over and over again. You're just trying to get to a higher round. So I do like that. It's more like the actual COD and like you level up, get better perks and stuff.
Yeah. I just struggle with the concept because like I'm not really good at playing games where it can all be over. Like I get anxiety so much. I'm saying like I'm so
You
far. I'm
wanna
like
just reset levels.
I have so
Yeah,
many dreams
yeah.
about zombies while I was playing it. It's actually ridiculous.
It's usually nightmares. Like
Yeah,
oh man,
yeah.
like imagine if I didn't do that.
I had a rumor that if you get to level 50, no extra zombies come.
No, when you get to level 50, they start sprinting at you. Like literally, they
But
get
as
about
in-
3 times faster.
But at that point, that's like the top level basically. After level 50, it's literally the same
Well-
wave over and over again.
It could be. So there's only a certain amount of zombies that can be in the map at one time. So you can
Yeah.
like if you run around and you get a certain amount running behind you, like that stops and they stop spawning until you kill them. So I imagine that could be right. Yeah, at level 50, they literally it's so funny because the animations of them still running is still the same, but they just get faster, and so they're literally like just sprinting towards you.
Ronaldo running.
Yeah. like you got like 50 Usain Bolts just coming for you, and it's so terrifying.
Apparently the Black Ops 3 like mods are back. Because Josh like
Yeah,
got
just
it set
playing
up.
Pokemon one, isn't he?
Yeah, he's playing Pokemon and it's so funny, man. Like because you replace the zombies with Pokemon, like all the different ones.
Oh my god, that's
So like
amazing.
Josh is there just like shooting down like Jigglypuff and like Chansey.
We used to play it loads. We used
Yeah.
to play like custom zombies, and that's when I liked it because it would be stuff
Yeah.
like you spawn in a McDonald's, and all the zombies are wearing like McDonald's outfits, and they're all trying to kill you and stuff. And instead of like, instead of the pack-a-punch, it's like a grill. Like
Okay.
it's the McGrill, and you put your gun in. And
Why did that add this new aspect?
it was just like because I'd play it once.
You scared of
and not
zombies.
touch it
Oh,
again.
okay.
Like
Oh,
I'd play that,
really?
and then I'd play a Pokemon level,
Yeah,
and then I'd play this level, and
Ah.
the levels were just so different.
Okay. Yeah, so the thing that I've always found fun is trying to get to the highest level. So like
Yeah.
improving each time.
See, I'm very much a person of like, as you said, where I hate the way it can just end.
Yeah.
If it's like that, I just give up. I would literally, as soon as I've been hit once, I'm dead. Put the controller down.
Yeah.
While I'm not even dead. Just
Well, I feel like you've got to get. It's kind of like any game. You've got to get to a certain level because it's not fun if
Yeah.
you're just getting shot on again and again and again.
yeah, for sure. All right, number 4, shorts/clips channels. Don't know if you've seen a recent push of these. I've actually just started one. If you want to go follow it, Mini Minter
Come on.
Shorts.
Nice.
Feel free.
That's a good
Does it exist
segue.
now?
Little segue.
I don't know. I'm hoping by the time this goes out, it does.
Wait, so it's shorts as in like literally like 30-second
Yeah.
clips.
So Josh has the Zerka shorts. Harry did W2S clips. Loads of people.
Oh,
have
Harry's
them.
have been better. Yeah, I've seen Harry's.
Big Gibber.
Yeah, big giver.
Yeah.
I think they're a good idea. I think like a lot of YouTube videos have content in them that people never see because they don't click on the video or
Yeah.
anything, but people have put a lot of time and effort into it. So I think it's
You not
quite a good
tempted?
idea. Maybe. I mean, I don't know if my videos would translate well into like 10. They probably would, to be fair, some of them.
There's I mean,
Highlights. and
every
that, best
amazing
moments.
shot as well. Like,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
every like funny moment you've had with a footballer or something like that.
You just
Definitely.
stick that on a channel, yeah.
I saw like Josh, for example. It might almost be his highest viewed channel now. Like it literally
Wow.
just shot up.
Yeah.
Like I saw another channel that was doing 20 million views, but his shorts channel was doing 80 million views.
Damn.
Because it's something that people watch You know, like your viewer retention is normally like 50 to 70% or something like that. These have over 100%.
Yeah, of course.
Retention.
It's way shorter attention span. Yeah.
50 to 70.
Yeah,
70 is huge.
You might just see.
I did that to kind of flex a little bit. But
You got one.
no.
Oh, okay.
I'm nowhere near 70. I just did it in case you guys were.
Yeah, we were like, everyone is. Yeah, we know.
I was worried you guys might go like,
Yeah, 70 would be
But
mad.
they have shorts channels over 100%.
Yeah, because you watch it twice. And
Yeah. So it's, they do really well.
What's the ad rev like?
Not great. But the money,
I
views
reckon
make up
yeah,
for it.
yeah, and it probably pushes around all the.
Yeah.
Well, I guess does it? I don't know. I think it's hard to see. Because it's probably different content, so people that watch shorts don't watch longer videos.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, say Sidemen had one. Would it take away from the videos?
Yeah.
Because you only want to see the funny moments?
Yeah.
Or would you watch the funny moment and then go watch the whole video because you're like, oh, that looks jokes?
I think probably a bit of both might even itself out.
So,
Yeah.
who knows?
To be fair, I don't think you can really have too many channels as well, because generally what you watch is that's gonna show you guys. Anything that you generally watch is stuff that comes up on your homepage. Like, that's how I find stuff on YouTube these days.
The sub box is just gone now, I think.
Oh, it's absolutely.
It's just gone. Side of the video or homepage, that's it really.
I don't even know why you say subscribe anymore.
Yeah,
it's nothing.
I just want 10 mil.
It's
That's what I
just
say.
on the
all right.
plaque. It's just a feed ego at this point.
As soon as I get that plaque, if I get that plaque, bro,
In fact,
I will not mention subscribe again on that channel.
There's an argument to say that you would want less subscribers but more homepage
100%.
views.
Oh, yeah.
I think YouTube counts those who aren't subscribed more because it's as if you're getting reach. That's why you start a new channel. It's got like no subs, but it starts banging.
Yeah,
You're
for sure.
What do you think the thing, like, how at the end of the video and you say like, subscribe or subscribe, what do you think is the thing to ask for now?
Thanks for making it this far.
Yeah.
Thanks for dragging my retention up.
Yeah. Or maybe just refresh the video and let it play out to give you twice as much money.
That's true, actually.
Hey guys, can you email Susan and just tell her how much you love my channel, please? Yeah, it's tough really, to be honest, but yeah.
All right, number 5, The Office US.
I've never seen it.
Neither have I. This is
I've
just
only
on
seen
list.
the UK one.
There we go.
No words really. I can't really.
He gets really angry if you haven't seen stuff he's seen.
I've seen shorts of the US, and actually
there's a great shorts channel.
Yeah. But like what's the procedure, everyone? And stuff like that. Like, they are so funny.
Yeah.
So I need to watch it one time.
But so you just don't watch. You have not seen it before. You don't refuse to watch it because it's not as good.
No,
as the
no.
UK show.
I know there's loads of episodes and I haven't got around to.
Yeah, because most shows that have like a UK, Inbetweeners that gets turned into a US.
Oh
one,
yeah, but that's different.
Yeah, it's always awful. Whereas the US Office is one of the only ones that's actually done well. And
Was it after?
After, yeah. Ricky Jay started it.
Yeah, and they overtook because the UK one has only got
2
15
seasons.
episodes or something.
Yeah.
So when they started going their own way, I guess it was only kind of
Well, I think that I think it was very similar at first. The characters were almost mirrored, and then as you say, after the second season, it started to branch out a bit. But Ricky worked on the American one, which is probably the reason why it did well. And not all the time. I think not consistently, but especially from the start. I don't think he's the type of guy to sell his show away unless he's got some sort of control, because it would ruin the UK one. But a lot of people will say that the US is better than the UK in rare occasions.
I mean, I do. I have
to be fair, I don't actually think the UK one is that funny. Because it's a lot of Ricky Gervais's awkward humor where you're kind of just sat there kind of cringing. But I really like how it's written. Like the love story in the UK one is really good in terms of a series. But I also think with the Inbetweeners, the US one is so bad because the Inbetweeners is such a niche UK humor show.
Yeah.
And I feel like The Office is a bit more translatable.
Yeah.
But what's his name who plays the main character?
Steve Carell,
he's so he
such
just
a
smashes
legend.
it. So.
Yeah, you're right, because I guess most people have worked in an office setting or at least know what it's like, whereas not everyone has gone to school in the UK.
It's just
in that period of life.
They tried to do a UK school in the US, which is completely
it's so different, and just I don't know, just the atmosphere of the school is totally different.
Yeah.
Just the bus turds thing is so bad. Have you seen the guy that's made the video breaking down on YouTube? Some guys, he's got 3 mil or something, but showing each scene next to each other, and it is just the worst thing.
UK versus US.
Yeah, and it's so bad.
They should have just copied the concept, right? Inbetweeners, the type of kids in an awkward school, and just done it to their standards in America rather than copy and pasting. They should have done their own thing.
It would have been super bad though.
Yeah, but that's fine though. Relate to how schools in America are.
Superbad is that
it is.
Same thing,
but you just have to make it American humor.
Yeah,
it's different.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's what I mean. Superbad is the American humor version of Inbetweeners.
You could say that, yeah.
Kind of thing. It's
Yeah.
just, they should have just made that into a series.
Yeah.
Shouldn't
I think it's also mad when you go back and watch like the Inbetweeners and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, this is like so homophobic now for like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially Little Britain as well. When you go and watch those,
it's
like,
mental how like fast stuff has changed like recently.
Yeah.
You don't realize it until you go back and you're like, this isn't okay.
Yeah. Wait, what did you just said?
Little Britain.
Little Britain.
You know.
Is
Oh yeah,
mad.
yeah, that is bad. Yeah,
that is so mad.
Yeah.
But times have changed.
Yeah,
So,
it's also satire as well, right? Some shows are satire where it's not necessarily like, it's not someone making fun of someone. It's more like showing awareness of how bad it is. I think Little Britain did that a lot, especially like Come Fly With Me. They weren't like digging into like
No.
each other. They were just showing how like hypocritical we are as like a country.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. So.
But I think stuff's all like you're always going to be able to look back on. It's like the whole old tweets from people. Like you're always going to be able to look back. Like Friends, if you watch that now, like that is that. I think that's especially bad because the laughter track. You know where the jokes are supposed to be, and it's like homophobic joke. Crowd laughs at it.
yeah.
You know, it's so bad.
yeah, that's true.
All right, number 6,
Okay.
black and white films. Do you watch a lot of films?
Yeah, but not black. There's not WandaVision is pretty much the only black and white thing around.
But would you watch old films?
No,
I can't stand old films.
I don't think I've ever.
Like,
I think it's awkward because they are great films. Like just because it's black and white doesn't mean it's any better or worse of a film, story wise, character wise. But it does put you off.
It's the time that you're used to. Like when a film comes out, it's so different compared to like if you watch it 50 years on.
When I was younger, I thought that like old life was in black and white.
so did I.
Yeah.
So did I.
That's what my dad was like. What was it like back in before colour was invented?
Like, I'm not gonna lie, even until I was like 20, bro. Even until I didn't think it was black and white. I just thought it had less color.
Yeah, sometimes you watch old football matches and you can't like imagine it being like.
I can't imagine
colour.
vibrant grass, like green grass.
No.
Yeah.
I imagine it being a little bit like
everything's like dull.
Yeah.
But I mean, I still can't imagine. I can't imagine like 1910 being like normal.
But isn't it weird?
You know what I mean?
Isn't it weird that it's a period though, where because of stuff like Game of Thrones or whatever,
Yeah.
You can imagine
That.
that
Yeah.
having color, but then there's this period of early 1900s where they just lost ability.
Yeah,
They
I
just
can imagine
lost-
King Edward cutting around on a horse in like HD, but I can't imagine like 1910 planes going across.
Yeah.
You look at like war films and stuff, and it's like there's no it's like 12 frames per second. I actually imagine like planes like
Okay, I don't imagine that.
churning around the sky.
I do not agree with that.
In 25 frames.
Yeah, it's mental though. Like I would love to go back and see what it was like.
I really can't imagine it. Like,
You'd be like, oh, it's color.
It's the same, yeah. It's
back
the
again.
same, way worse. Like, where's the iPhones at, man? Like, you know, with Skype.
Sky.
But no, I mean, I'll say my light on. I think,
Really?
yeah, because like Laurel and Hardy and like Charlie Chaplin, like they're great. Great shows
Would you
and
watch them
films.
though?
Yeah, I watched them with my dad.
Yeah, I couldn't.
I don't think I've honestly ever come across like the only reason I've really found out about who Charlie Chaplin was because I don't know if you saw like the human statue I got for Harry in this video we did, and like that's I didn't even know who Charlie Chaplin was
Yeah.
before then. So I just say I don't know. I don't really. I've never come across old films.
But sometimes it's more creative as well because like they've had like limitations.
Yeah,
Whereas now, like, obviously, there are limitations of like teams working on like Avengers, like 500 million people working on it. But then back in the day, it's like how do they film this shot or get this like comedy across? Like, he didn't speak, right? It was silent. Charlie Chaplin. So it's like still make people laugh and still perform without actually. Yeah. You could say it's harder.
Yeah. I just can't watch it.
Yeah,
It's just not
fair.
for me. Literally, if I go on Netflix or anything with movies and I see anything like pre-2000, don't watch it.
Yeah,
Even 2010. I'm just like, it's not good enough.
these pixels.
Well, you can see the like drop in color from 2010.
Yeah.
like it's a bit duller.
Yeah.
I don't
How'd they
want to
survive like that?
I don't want to go back to that time, man.
Yeah.
I want to live in this life.
Yep.
All right, next one. Number 7, the E-Boys.
As in-
Oh, wow.
As in the group.
Wow.
On that, yeah.
Yeah, rate them.
The videos I've seen, they've been funny. Yeah, I've liked
Yeah.
them.
What videos?
Oh,
Damn. They haven't posted since Christmas Day.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah,
No, they've been doing
23rd.
podcasts, though, right?
They do podcasts, yeah. They do the E-Boys podcast, but they haven't posted a main channel since December 23rd.
They could be going on the same route as EXO. We could see them.
Beta
on
Squad haven't
it.
posted since Christmas Day either.
Really?
Mhm.
Wow.
Damn.
This is just inflating the
Yeah,
Sidemen.
no comment. I'm not.
I'm
I'm
still angry about people like comments about
the-
like the compilation you
No,
guys
we
post
liked
every
it.
year.
I'm the new member of the Sidemen, isn't it? According to Logan Paul.
Logan Paul said he was in the Sidemen in his box break.
Wait, what?
So the box break, right? I didn't get a pack in his box break, so it was like $30,000, and I missed out. But someone bought 2 packs, and his shout out was just to shout me out. It's mental. It was like shout out to
Someone
Randolph
paid
Pokemon
$30,000
twice.
and his entire shout out was shout out to Randolph Pokemon doing amazing things for the community, and also shout out PokeRand.net.
Mental, yeah.
Why is he paying Logan Paul the 30 grand then?
Yeah. Mate, you want to invest in my company, maybe?
I'll do what you want for 60 grand.
Yeah, I've still not heard from them. So Jesse, if you're watching, shout out.
Dance dressed as a Pokemon for you for 60 grand.
But no, I massively appreciate it. But anyway, so in that one, Logan then says, "Oh yeah, I respect Randolph and member of the Sidemen." I'll take it. Look, I'll take it, man.
I think they genuinely
Take your 8th dividend.
yeah. Wait, guys. I mean, where's my percentage? But the thing is, though, in the original one when he said it was like Randolph from the Sidemen, and I can get kind of that. How could that be? It's like from the Sidemen, family, blah 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 blah. Whereas like member of the Sidemen is a bit more concrete,
definitive. Like, he's in it now.
I can take that to court, man. But yeah.
No, but we actually liked when they were posting a lot. Like December, we had them and Beta Squad posting.
I love the UK. Like anyone who's in the UK community, any like views is good. You know, it's like so you love to see that.
But then we also felt like it was like a good competition because it was one of those things where if we saw them post a good video, we're like, okay,
we'll steal that.
no. We were like, we need to keep that level up.
Yeah.
Like we need to. Whereas when no one's doing it, we're like, let's just do hide and seek. Like.
Yeah. Also, I feel like it actually really helps sometimes when you're able to watch people who make similar content to you, but like who aren't your channel, because it's very different making a video to seeing someone else put it out there and being like, oh, this is entertaining, this works.
Yeah, for sure.
So I feel like that helps.
Yeah. So please post again, both of you. All right, number 8. I don't know what this one is. Using umbrellas when it's not raining. Do people do
That's
that?
a thing.
I guess like to keep the sun out of your eyes.
Turn off the light.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing. So that's
If you're at the
stupid.
beach, right, and you want to keep like the sun off you, if you're sunbathing, then
But then you
That's a parasol,
stick it in
though,
the
isn't it?
ground. That's different.
Oh, okay, got
It's not
you.
an
So you're
umbrella.
saying using it as like this?
I don't understand why.
if you went to a beach and you held an umbrella to keep the sun off
Yeah,
you, I
nah.
think you're a weirdo.
Yeah, I would think
Like
you're
you're
a
sat
weirdo.
like this. You're not sticking in the ground.
Yeah,
You know the one that Steve McLaren had?
yeah.
Yeah.
Was it raining then, or was that just like as a fashion?
He just got his umbrella.
I
man,
guess
isn't
that's
it?
part of it, innit? I guess that's what he's saying. Is like, people who walk around with an umbrella just for the look.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, off.
That's a stinker. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Big stinker.
Maybe in black and white films.
I feel like yeah.
you know.
In black and white films, it makes sense though, right?
You're very
Yeah, I
popular.
don't know what's
today,
going on. My sister and Laura are just chatting like a chat. But I post videos at 4 p.m. right, and we do the podcast at 4. So I always have to like just make it live on my phone, off my phone. Then I check out how well it's doing.
How is it?
I
doing?
can,
Awful.
I always
So bad.
I check comments when they come through, like just
Straight
in case
away.
I've like left a nude in or something.
Yeah. I text my wife to check through it.
Left a nude in my crossbar challenge.
It's 5 videos I've had to delete in the past.
Well, yeah, let me just check and see if there's any nude comments.
What out of 10 is it?
Well, it's not done yet.
Oh,
But it's
yes.
going to be a 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Bad
Sad.
week.
It's a mystery box as well. That's impossible.
It's impossible. All right, penultimate one. Talent TV shows.
Like
Like
X
Britain's Got
Factor.
Talent, X Factor.
Oh, okay.
You a fan of them? You watch them?
Not anymore. No. Like, back in the day when I feel like they were booming, maybe.
They took away I think it's mainly to do with mental health, I assume. They took away a lot of the bad
The
ones.
rubbish, which were the more interesting ones to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were there laughing at people who were not talented.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Which I get, it is the right thing to do. But the numbers are going to drop.
Oh yeah, obviously, yeah, but yeah, it's the right thing to do, but it's never not going to be funny, unfortunately.
Yeah.
No one wants to watch talented people do well.
No, exactly, yeah.
We all want to just see the failure in the
Yeah.
final. Like, no one
Yeah.
fails in the finals.
Yeah.
No, you want to see Simon Cowell make some 10-year-old
Yeah.
cry
Yeah.
in front of millions
Sorry,
of people.
stop.
Yeah.
So good, man.
Yeah.
Buzzes, and the person gets shocked and stops singing. And starts
When it's the
crying.
worst part is when he'll tell someone to stop, to cut the music, and they'll continue. And it's like, just stop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Stop
have that
singing.
clip of him where he just puts his hand up and he's like, no.
And then they start putting like a live audience in front of them. Like it's different. It's different when you're in a room and it's just
Yeah,
Simon
there's
Cowell
just
saying
three of
no,
them.
and everyone's laughing at you. Ha ha ha! You're like, no.
It must have been back in the day when they did get people that were like rubbish through to the finals. It must have been so brutal because they must
Yeah.
be like, oh, this person's like proper properly bad. Like we'll send them through. You know?
Yeah, but imagine people who didn't even get on TV.
Well, there's no. There's
They're not even badly funny.
But they would have been the middle people, I bet.
Yeah.
Which means you're sat there thinking I'm better than some of these people on the show.
Okay.
But there's like 3 rounds before it.
Yeah.
Because one of my friends went on it. Well, didn't get on it. They had 3 phone interviews and then went for the live auditions, but got told that the quota had been filled.
Yeah.
So they didn't even get to perform.
Yeah, I've definitely heard this as well.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah. Number 10, socks and sandals.
No, not for me.
My light's gonna stay on. I'll turn it off for Chris. Socks and sliders are amazing.
Are they?
Adidas sliders, so good.
Yeah.
So it's more comfortable.
I
But
think
you don't wear socks in general though.
No, I don't wear anything in general.
that is odd.
It's not.
Yeah, it is.
I'm at home.
Yeah, but you
but
should.
you're just some creature walking around with bare feet. That is weird. Like, we put socks on at home. Everyone does that.
Yeah, socks always. In this apartment, it's worse, right? I think wearing no socks is better because I'm sliding around this apartment like crazy.
I love it.
Fall over.
I like get a sprint and go around corners.
See, I'm prepared all the time.
Yeah, with your webbed feet.
Do you reckon it's like? Do you reckon it's like a football thing? Like when you were younger, you'd like be in bare feet because you could just run outside and like.
I guess so, because like
Because I used
when you run out in socks and they just get ruined or holes,
yeah.
it's just like you always take them off. So
Mm.
yeah, and then we had a.
you were playing with a football when I came in, actually, so maybe it is.
That's what I mean. I always
Yeah.
walked around with a football whenever I was at home, and then we also had a stone drive,
Oh, okay.
and I slowly learned to just go out barefoot on that.
Yeah.
So my feet
Yeah,
became like hardened.
Damn, you got hard feet, bro.
They used to. Now they're
Oh.
soft, squishy.
Lost your touch.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, that's it for the what's good questions. The next thing is more directed about you. Okay.
All right.
Randolph has a question.
Oh yeah, you know
it's just my name. It's Michael. And then
it is to do with that. You know when the diss tracks were popping off
oh yeah.
and you were used as a weapon to take down Harry Road to Shore.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
So KSI used you
yeah.
to call Harry a shit ChrisMD.
You're just the shit ChrisMD.
Yeah, how'd that make you
need
feel?
to get off MD.
Well, I was just quite happy to be involved.
Yeah.
Probably.
Just happy to be here.
It led on to probably my worst video I've ever made, which was the diss track I made.
Well, that's actually what we have next.
That is on the list today.
You know, you look back on some videos and you're like, that shouldn't have happened. Like, yeah, that's fine.
But it did bang, right?
Oh yeah, it banged. Yeah.
So you know,
that's
what it is.
I think that's to this day the most subs I've ever got in one day. It was like literally my that's in you know the first hour of real time. That was higher than my Ronaldo video. It was like
I don't know what it is about diss
600K
tracks.
in an hour.
It's just broken.
It's drama.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It's like the ultimate form of drama as well.
and once you've got so many like doing well at the same time.
Yeah, because even in the video you quote, we watched it before today.
Oh.
You even quote the fact that like you know you can't. There's only so many days you can go through watching Social Blade and people getting 50k subs a day until you have to do something, and you probably just did get 50k subs in a day.
Yeah.
So it just works. Like, sometimes stuff on YouTube just works.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd definitely try and. I mean, I wasn't technically involved. I was just like, mention me, calling someone. Mention me. I'm in.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
But so you're not proud of that diss track.
No, so I would go back and watch yours and be like, that's like it's a good video.
Okay.
Like I actually like the song.
Okay.
You know, like people didn't like mine.
At least you had like a skit before it. At least you had like the reaction part of it.
Yeah.
If it was just a
the
song,
whole thing.
yeah, so people remember that.
I
but
just feel like I should have spent more time on like just making
the song,
making it good.
I had a question. When you made that song, were you actually like rapping to the backing track, or did you just record it raw and give it someone to add the beat?
No, I think I made the beat and then
Did it on top?
Didn't you use?
I
saw you use Riding Dirty to Millionaire.
Oh yeah. I didn't make it, but like I had to speed it up.
I was like,
No, that was me.
You made that beat.
You made it for him.
It sounded similar. No, but that like I think I sped it up and like changed it a little bit. But yeah.
Avoid copyright.
yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that's copyright now.
Turn the file upside down as if that changed anything. But because I thought it sounded like you did it to no beat
That's so mean.
and then added the beat. Whereas I think hearing that you actually did it on the beat it's even worse.
Yeah,
probably.
I think the
Wow.
no, that's fair. I think the highest comment was like, "This sounds like a poem," that you've just chucked like some sort of. Track
Well, you
over the
said
back of.
that. He said, remember Chris MD's poem?
His poem. Yeah. I don't think I was massively into the rap world at that point.
Yeah. But the bars were good though.
Or now.
The thing is, the insults
Back
were
before I was a
actually
Grammy
like,
winning artist.
the insults were actually quite like they were good.
yeah.
and punchlines and stuff.
Hold on.
Yeah.
He accused you of faking the halfway line.
Yeah, this is one thing I was going to point out.
Is that true?
Yeah, you say
Is it hot in here?
you said that it's a shame these diss tracks are just as staged as your halfway line
Why are you bringing
goal.
up lyrics of my diss? Why is this happening? I don't want to
true,
go
though?
for this.
How? Look, okay. The amount of people that said it was staged.
He's so rattled to this day.
It's because it became a thing. It became a thing.
Yeah,
of,
I remember-
this is actually staged.
Yeah.
But is it though? Now I'm doubting you.
How can you stage it? Do you think I could score from the halfway line every time?
You could say,
I had one chance.
looks, don't save it.
Did you play in the first Wembley Cup?
You could say, looks,
Yeah.
don't save it.
Do you remember I had a shot from the halfway line?
Kickoff, yeah.
And it
That
just
was like-
dribbled off.
I think that was like the first interaction I'd ever had with you, was like laughing at you from like 5 meters away.
It was so bad, right?
Yeah.
It proves like
Okay.
it's just I just wanted to try it.
So it was legit.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll ask you again off the podcast.
Honestly,
what-
it's the most like the worst thing is that they didn't catch it on the main camera.
Yeah.
I didn't even think there was a
Yeah.
replay afterwards.
There's one replay from behind the goal.
A fan though, right?
Oh, that's
No, there's one behind me, which is a fan in the stand, so he gets the whole kick, and then there's one from behind
I've seen it.
Callux.
It's like yeah.
And it's zoomed in on me, and then it zooms back onto Callux. So you see me kick it, and then you see Callux kind of watch it for a second, turn around, and it's in the net.
I mean, I never knew people thought it was staged until I watched the poem.
But if you saw it from where it was, like it went just under the bar, like
Oh.
Callux couldn't have saved it.
There's no way.
It was actually like, I'm so proud of that moment,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's been
It's so unlucky.
tarnished.
It's so unlucky that you
By
don't.
ChrisMD.
No, it was gone before.
It
That.
was, yeah, it was.
But like the fact that you couldn't even get the footage of the main camera,
Yeah.
off
No.
of, like that is criminal.
Yeah, I missed it. I was like, just like on my phone. 'Cause it's obviously kickoff, so I wasn't focusing just
It was
yet.
actually Marcus Butler's idea. He
Damn.
was just like
To fake it.
He was like
Classic marketing.
yeah.
He was like, do you want
Known for his fake packs and
to have a go?
Yeah.
I looked at Callux because I know earlier in the match,
Hugh Izzy.
Hugh Wizzy was in goal and he stood on the line because this was So then he was stood on the line. I was like, well, I can't do it now.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
was
Callux
obviously
known
there.
for many things, right? I don't think goalkeeping ability is one of them.
No, because I also scored.
Yeah.
I scored.
You
A,
got quite
Why
a
did he
lot.
even do that? Why did he even go in goal?
I don't know if the second goal I scored where I meant to do like an Henri perfect
Oh
finesse.
yeah. That he
I
just
scuffed
falls-
it
with the
rolled
with the
yeah.
Titanic theme tune.
I think if you were in goal, you would have controlled it.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
how
yeah.
slow and bad
Yeah,
it was.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
You would have just put your foot out.
But looks dived.
He went like over the top. Missed.
I mean, like Callux, it's not like a Sidemen football video.
No.
You know, it's not. It's a game, mate.
He volunteered.
Yeah.
I rate it, but
Yeah.
just like what? You
Should have had Ollie.
Yeah.
Good question your mental health when you agree to actually be in there in a game televised, technically.
yeah.
But I rate it, Cal. I rate it.
Well, we wanted to
Yeah.
talk about football events and stuff.
Oh yeah. Of
Because
course.
you've played in 3 Sidemen ones.
I was on a shoot with a football manager the other day. I can't say who it is
Oh.
at this point, unfortunately. But like, and when you're going through the stadiums that you've played in, and you're like,
Oh, it's mad.
the new camp, like me, and you played
Bruh.
there. I never made a video from that, which was a nightmare because I think we only had 20 minutes on the pitch, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a shame.
You know what is real, like a big regret as well? Not a regret because I didn't do anything wrong, but going to these stadiums and not getting a goal. It's a real, it's a real,
What, is it actually scoring?
yeah.
But you can't really do anything about that.
No, I know that's why it's not like a regret, but it's a
Yeah.
real annoyance, the fact that I've played at like the new camp. I didn't score. Like that's,
Yeah, but we only had 20 minutes.
I
Yeah,
know,
true.
but other people scored.
Yeah, but there's a thing that you get in every single YouTube match, which like, you know how in football, like growing up, if you're a bad player, like you have to put yourself at the back. Like
Yeah.
in every YouTube, like in our situation, like everyone puts themselves up front because they just want to score.
Yeah.
And so you need to have some sort of like system.
You need some
carry
carriers around, don't you?
Yeah.
Need some Gary Nevilles.
Well, you've played in what? You've played in the new camp, Wembley,
4 times.
Damn.
Flex.
Um,
You play every Wembley Cup.
yeah.
Mad.
Yeah.
That's a
Being
Which one's
pretending
been-
to be Spencer's best mate, it really works nicely.
What's your opinion on the F2?
Nice. That's
that's
our,
good.
one of our most
Saves in
viewed
the
Wait,
videos.
van.
have you talked about it before on this?
Yeah.
It's one of our most viewed videos.
Was it?
Yeah.
The first one, right, is when it was back at the old Simon house. I didn't really know what had happened, and we spoke about it on the podcast, and I have no idea what he's talking about. So I'm just there like, yeah, cool. Interesting. Wow. It's like the most viewed one.
Yeah.
Most viewed video.
This is when it just kicked off, wasn't it?
Yeah. Now I've
Yeah.
gone back and looked at it all.
So I'd seen before the video came out with Stephen, obviously like 2 years after,
Yeah.
I'd actually seen it. Someone showed it to me, and I was like, obviously I'm not going to leak this because
Yeah.
it'd, like be bad for the F2, but I really hope it comes out because this shows like how bad their team are and like how awful they were in victory and stuff. And so when it came out, I was so happy.
Nah,
So I was like,
finally.
and at the time as well, I can't remember. No. So even the video that came out, it wasn't the whole thing. So like, just watching Stephen, like Man Like Hacks obviously coming up being like so homophobic to Stephen.
Yeah.
And Stephen, like in the full video, Stephen like literally, it's just not fair. Like he's like, Man Like Hacks being like, oh, you know, like everyone out here supporting us. Stephen's like, yeah, so loads of Man Like Hack signs out there. Like, it's just like these quick remarks.
He's so
like
good
that.
at it. He's so good.
And
like,
like obviously
You don't do it to Stephen.
to Stephen, like he's so quick.
Yeah.
You just can't. And so I loved it when it came out. Because
Yeah.
It was. I mean, I've never had any interaction with Man Like Hacks, but he did not conduct himself.
It's one of those things where like you don't want to get involved in any drama.
No.
But it's like like it should be out there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
it
I was very happy that
few
it came
times.
out, and like, yeah, I heard from a lot of people that Jeremy acted very badly on that day as
Yeah.
well. Like he walked past my family as we were leaving, and it was like I'd had like my close family and then like a few friends as well, the entourage, and
the MDs.
yeah, and he came past and he was like, "Oh, the hashtag boy's over there," and I was like, "Yeah, I think so." Like, oh, what you can do, go rub it in, and then he went.
He
and
did.
rubbed it in.
It's like, yeah, mate. Actually,
Yeah, and it's like, oh, like shouldn't you just be having a drink?
Yeah.
It's shooty, isn't it? Like end of the day, like
That is weird.
it's
Like, you
competitiveness,
do-
but everyone's friends, right?
You do it to your mate Max. That's it.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
even then, you probably wouldn't do it then. You'd
Not
bring it
to-
up in like 2 weeks,
Yeah.
just as a joke, like a little.
Not to the creator of the tournament who's invited
No,
you
and
to
and
play
you
it.
also they definitely weren't mates at that point.
No.
So
Yeah.
it is weird. But
I don't know. I always felt like there was a lot of around that it was sort of just bringing up old Wembley Cup beef, but like there was so much stuff about Spencer, and it's just like he's genuinely just a nice guy trying to do a good job. And it's like I know there were like obviously a few things, like in the first Wembley Cup, how like unfair the teams were and stuff, but. I think it's so difficult planning something like that.
Oh,
It's
no,
so
100%.
difficult, like
Yeah,
working
so-
out
yeah.
what teams, like you know, in the
Sidemen
in the
matches.
7-1, like that was the last time. Like we thought that would be fairly fair, and then we went out and it was like, oh,
well, so this is the weird thing, right? So the Sidemen matches, the first one, I can't even remember the score now. The first one we won,
7-2.
might have been, yeah.
I think it was.
Then the second one, you guys won 2-0.
Yep.
But the second one, before the match, I remember sitting down in the hotel and the majority of your team came over to us and said, "You've stitched us up here."
Wow.
They all
Yeah, I
they
think
all
we
came
probably
over and
did.
they went, "You guys have stitched us up." Like it's so obvious that you guys have given yourself the better team.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's like so like it's actually ridiculous.
I think.
And then we lost.
Mind games. You let that get to you.
No,
I mean-
no. We just massively undervalued having like 3
Deji.
6 foot. No, it was like
That was the third one. That was the third.
like having like Josh Peters, Reeve, and JMX.
Those three.
Oh,
in our
just the
midfield.
size of them,
as
unreal,
CDM.
man.
They ruined the whole game for me.
For everyone, the whole
Yeah.
experience, they made it unentertaining.
And that goes back to the whole thing you're talking about, like younger games at football, school games. Like you don't have to be good. You should have to be big.
Yeah.
In a game where it's not professional, like just stick like a massive
But I
person
think
there.
in that it made such a difference having people who were committed defensively,
Yeah.
like instead of like in the last game where we were playing like 10 attackers.
Yeah.
But I feel like the last one as well, even though we scoreline destroyed you, you could have scored at least 5
I would
goals.
love to. We should pay someone to do the expected goals from the last one because, like, I swear it would be like 5.
It'd be
or
even,
something.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Like,
that's
'cause-
because you were like playing one defender at the end. And we just kept
I mean,
hammering
it's
at your
true.
keeper.
It's true. But like my third goal, Hugh Wizzy's on the halfway line.
Oh yeah.
Like it's you know, I think everyone had given up by that point, not just our
Yeah,
defense.
it's like just still in the first half, like you. What are you doing? You know, like we've still got a chance if you don't just sprint out into midfield.
But yeah, those days, like which I'm gonna put you on the spot here. Sidemen charity matches. Wembley
Oh, a
Cups.
Wembley Cup.
Oh.
I much prefer playing in the Sidemen ones because the quality is
Yes.
lower.
Oh.
As a member, okay.
As a member of the
As a member of the
Sidemen.
Simon, I approve that message.
Yeah, but like in the Sidemen matches, obviously you guys just kind of invite. It's like a mix of ability, and I'm much higher up in the pecking order. Like obviously the last Wembley Cup, I was probably the worst player on the pitch. You know, like literally came on and their manager took me off 5 minutes later.
Oh, no.
It's like, oh, I'll take my 100 grand to get. No, I didn't.
There you go, exclusive, Chris.
Yeah,
100
what?
grand.
No, it's a bit more. No, but like obviously in the Wembley Cup matches, you've got professionals. You've got
Yeah.
like it's way more like an actual football match. You got Sunday league. That's kind of what I obviously like. Spencer can do what he wants for the tournament. It's his tournament.
Yeah, sure.
But like in the last one, there was way more Sunday league people there, so it was way more serious, and it wasn't as fun.
Which Wembley Cup did you enjoy the most out of the four?
I'd say the 2016 one, which was the one where we
Was the
played.
second?
The second one. That was the one where I flicked it over Perez and Carragher, and we had like that was like the first time I think playing against professionals.
Yeah. The first one was no crowd, no.
Yeah, that was
professionals.
it. Yeah, except for the F2, of course.
course.
And yeah.
You were on the other team. You were on Spencer's team.
I scored. Yeah, I scored in the first one.
I'm not gonna lie, Joe. I've blocked it.
No,
I've blocked out my memory.
Yeah.
That day, honestly, was. I respect the whole thing, but that day was so unenjoyable for us.
Yeah.
Not because of the game. Like the game wasn't that fun because it was just us v the F2.
Yeah.
And it was just them running around us.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
it. But we also had to do filming around it. And like I injured my neck and they were literally like,
Oh.
they're like, contractually, you have to film. And I was like, I can't move. And they were like,
Yeah.
you have to film a scene for pre-match. But this is after the match when I'm sweaty, wet, and
Oh
have a
my
hurt
God.
neck. So I literally have to answer an iPad and I go, hello? You all right?
Answer an iPad.
Yeah, it was a phone call on an iPad. Like FaceTime.
Can you put that in the what's good next time, please?
What, FaceTime's an
Yeah,
iPad?
so I can turn my light off.
Okay.
Yeah, you're constant. Someone's got like a massive iPad there. I'm like, bro, stop.
Wait, so then you were like answering a FaceTime thing?
Yeah, because it was meant to be like,
To put up to your ear.
it was like,
Hello.
That'd be really difficult.
Yeah, nobody next.
It's really pressing on my neck.
Yeah.
well, it was meant to be like, oh, this person's going to be your manager and stuff like that kind of like news.
yeah.
And
Which is not fun to record at the best of times.
no,
Acting.
and then we already know we've lost.
Mm.
I'm hurt. We're all like tired. We just want to go eat and
Yeah.
like chill. And we get dragged into this room while everyone else is allowed to go home. It felt like an after school.
that's poor planning, really.
Yeah. So,
Shame.
but the actual like day and everything was good. Like,
sick,
and I do understand the event is really, really like impressive and good.
Yeah, I think the second Wembley Cup was my favourite because there was the crowd. Obviously, we had professionals, but we also had people like I don't know, Tusink and Casper Lee and people.
They
who,
got
like,
game time.
yeah,
like,
and like you weren't basing it on how good people were. It was like Soccer Aid, and like you bring people on because they've got like this viewership. And
Yeah.
it's like it's
funny.
way more entertaining
Yeah.
to see like someone who isn't very good at football
Yeah.
play, and just
Yeah.
because of how.
I mean, that's what it is.
exactly.
like,
That's
you
why these
aren't-
people are here.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
no
for
offense
sure.
to the Sunday League players, but if those people wanted to watch the Sunday League, you play every weekend,
Yeah.
they would go watch.
Yeah.
Whereas they want to see, they want to see Bateson come on for 20 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
exactly.
look-
One of the best moments was when the shorts fell down.
Yeah.
In that like that was just like Mark Bright going, "Oh, the shorts have come down!" Like that's amazing.
So good, yeah. I mean, even that picture of Bateson playing Barcelona, right? It's just so
Yeah.
good. Like it just comes up every time.
Yeah.
Every time Barcelona play, he just
Bateson has
some
played-
Bateson on.
Bateson has played in more professional stadiums than a lot of professional footballers.
Yeah, that's
Probably like Premier League football
Yeah.
as well.
Like he's played in so many amazing stadiums.
yeah. He's a legend in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really. But I think just that about charity matches, that's why the Sidemen one is better. Is like you have the people that you're just going there to see play football because you just want to see how they're going to play.
Yeah.
Instead of like actually coming to see who's going to win.
Yeah.
I don't know what we'd like, because we said we were going to do another one if our
Yeah, you
mukbang.
hit your like.
Well, then
target.
COVID became
And then COVID, yeah.
like, COVID obviously was a thing then already, but I think everyone thought it'll be
it's gonna
done in a
over
few
like
months.
a few months, yeah.
Whereas
Mm.
now it's a case of trying to
about
hire a
that.
stadium and have 20,000 people together.
Which is tough.
It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, even the
For a
big
while.
festivals are struggling, right? So like,
Yeah.
it's hard ask.
But if we were to do it, is there anything you would want, suggest, remove? What's like the ideal? Because like for the last Sidemen match, we had loads of American YouTubers.
Rascom, shout out.
And then the one before it, obviously, we made the teams like, well, it was a much fairer game, but also a much more boring game. I don't know. Did you find it more boring? You were on the winning team,
Yeah,
and you obviously got a good goal. Like,
I didn't, but I was playing like in the number 10 role, so I had total freedom to just like
True.
run at you. So I like obviously as a game that was so much fun for me. But I think it needs to be competitive. Like,
Yeah.
I think once Hugh was running out of the goal, it was like that's a shame
Yeah.
because that kind of makes it a bit pointless. So I think making it competitive, but you do want lots of goals.
Yeah.
So I think not making it 2-0 if we can.
Like a 6-4.
Faking a halfway line goal helps.
Shut up. Shut up.
To be fair, you should fake it.
Shut up.
That would be so funny.
Yeah.
You just shoot from the halfway line if it's on target. Stand aside.
Yeah.
A
I
little
will say,
dive over the
as a
top.
viewer, because I was watching this on my honeymoon on a phone, and it was Joe and
Elliot.
Elliot. And while it was funny,
That was the first.
That was the second one.
that
that was
was
the second one. That was the second one.
Yeah,
So that was the one.
the
2-0,
2-0, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm saying, like, as a viewer, like, I think that wasn't. I didn't enjoy the commentary on it, and they were funny, but it was more of like a fan cam. You know what I'm saying? You know, the fan
Yeah.
commentary
Yeah,
rather than
yeah,
like
yeah.
serious. I think not only if the game, the game was a tight game, not many goals, blah 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 blah, but the commentary was just kind of like making fun of it rather than like actually making it entertaining. So watching it as well is kind of like, well, not only is there no goals, like the commentary is just kind of
Yeah.
cringe.
Maybe we have Brian and Lawrence as the main commentators, and then a fan zone of Joe and
Yeah,
Elliot
that'd be so good because then you got like, I mean, it's like it's
That's
not
so peak though to say to Joe, like, do you want to be our fan zone?
yeah.
Can't
You
do
can't
that.
start, but
No.
you can't even be our main commentator.
Yeah.
But I think
Yeah,
you need
like
that. Like it's not like Brian and Lawrence wouldn't, have funny moments either. Like, it's a charity match at the end of the day, but it'd be good to have like contrast.
I actually thought they were quite. I remember pissing myself watching it back, and because seeing the moment when Joel's shoulder came out,
Yeah.
and like you're like, come on, like
Bro,
literally.
the Donny was walking. And he was like, I've got a bag. And I'm like, right. He's literally
He's
looking
saying
at
so
God.
much thing.
Like, he's like, he's there. And this guy's
Looking at
walking.
God.
And Joe and Elliot on the commentary are like, oh, he's walking.
Yeah.
I like,
Yeah, don't get me wrong.
I
It's-
thought that was funny.
It's not an issue. It was just they were very funny and it was very entertaining.
Yeah.
but not because of the game necessarily. It was more
It was
like
almost
they
like a-
were. It was
yeah.
like that was the event.
Yeah.
They could have done like a reaction to it and done that.
Yeah.
It would've
I'm
been-
not.
yeah.
It's not a criticism of them. It was more of like it just didn't really fit.
Yeah.
You know?
I think, maybe they. No, I don't know. No, you can't have really 4 commentators. I don't know.
16
Is Elliot
commentators.
even in the UK anymore? I don't even.
As well?
Is Elliot even in the UK anymore?
Yeah, he's-
Like,
Yeah,
where is
Joe's
that?
hanging out with him.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course they did the WWE thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they did that. Yeah.
But yeah, is there anything you
Anything
would...
I change?
Because
I
we
mean,
are actually like looking at doing one just when we can.
yeah. I mean, after the Euros, I think it'll be a lot easier to judge where things are.
Yeah.
I think just like people want to see people that are popular, even if they're not good at football. Like they want
Yeah.
to see people like that being involved. So you've kind of just got to pick on who's most popular at the time.
And there are enough players in the YouTube scene that are decent at football as well
Yeah.
to like balance it out.
Makes
you get
it
you get
mix.
both, right? That's
Well,
better,
that's what
better.
we thought. We thought we were doing that with the American one,
Mm.
but we actually sold like less tickets than the second year.
That's Well,
And I guess it's because it's an American
so
audience.
I think maybe going to American audience was possibly like in terms of ticket sales, possibly a mistake instead of having more UK people.
Yeah.
Because
'cause you don't-
obviously if you're no one from America is gonna, and I feel like the crossover's not that big
Yeah.
in terms of UK and US.
Yeah, I feel like everyone who watches, Keemstar, Rice watches you guys anyway,
Mm.
I
right?
felt like we had like, because we didn't have that many Americans. And I
No.
felt like we got some really good ones. Like we had
Yeah,
like FaZe,
yeah,
you
but
had
it's football end of the day,
Keemstar,
innit, as
Rice,
well.
King Batch, like
Like you
they
got
were
you,
big.
you,
Yeah, they were
big
big YouTubers.
people.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
were really like,
you got to find someone who's a fan of those, but also a fan of like soccer enough, as an American.
yeah.
Yeah.
They
True.
might just not care.
But that could have helped us a lot online. We don't know.
Yeah, true actually.
Yeah.
It might be like obviously not to have too many, but if there's any professionals, who, I mean, it'd be difficult finding them and getting them to come and play. But
Yeah.
like if there's obviously like these days, you've got young professionals that watch YouTube, like
Yeah.
people like Mason Mount and stuff like that.
I thought,
Yeah.
would they be
Like-
allowed?
I don't think so, but if we could, that'd be sick. Getting like people who actually play.
That would be, although then they would destroy us.
Yeah, but you could say to them like, don't take the piss.
Just,
Or at
yeah.
least
you got to try and get
yeah.
someone tricky and just be
Yeah.
like, look,
yeah.
but then should you just bring in a freestyler? Because we set a rule inside.
I'm sure
them,
Jeremy's
like-
free.
We set a rule of no freestylers.
Yeah.
They're
Because-
athletes. Ultimately,
yeah.
like, And they're very good at football. So we were like, no freestylers. We don't want to turn it into their show. We keep it as like a team kind of
Yeah.
thing. I
You
think
try
it
and
worked.
content wise, get like some professional players as like managers or
Yeah.
ball
We
boys.
were trying to
you
get Akifemra as a manager.
I was going to
He
say
was busy.
actually something I did notice from last time. I think having a manager as well as like captains of the team, because I like playing the
The
game.
subs.
I was trying to work out like who hasn't played enough game time. Like who's it
Yeah.
fair that I should bring
Yeah,
on?
while you're
Also,
playing.
like I've got Cal Freezy who's supposed to be playing right back and is playing right centre forward.
Yeah.
Like I need to keep him in defence.
Cal
We've actually
Freezy,
got
man.
like a decent-
Yeah.
So I think having a manager's
We did think
Probably
about
good
that. And it was just a case of like, we need to find people who are willing to do that.
and not play.
Yeah. we had 2 people, but I can remember.
Is that me?
That's you.
Oh, it is.
You can take it. Me and Simon can freestyle. Not rap. I mean, I can, but
Go on.
my name's Randolph. I'm too hot to handle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did it get
happens to
leaked
me all
or
the
was
time.
it? There was a bit where everyone's number.
Oh
got
no,
out
I in the takeaway video I left my
okay.
phone number on
So
the link.
it was a leak. Yep.
Yeah. As well as like 3 home addresses. Stephen moved out the next day, luckily. But
Oh, Jesus.
his home
While
address.
there's a little lull, do you want to see a live reaction of me getting 10 out of 10?
All right.
It's 9. It's fine. That's right.
That's not
Damn.
worth paying.
Wait,
for
hold on.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay for that NFT.
No, it's not good. It's worse.
Oh.
It's a 9, but like the 10 was bad.
Oh, okay. Oh no.
We move.
Yeah.
All right. Next thing. Who is the best footballer you've ever met?
What in terms of
1,
ability?
ability. 2, best person. Like you've met them and you've gone like that person was sick.
Obviously ability, Ronaldo. Until I meet Messi. No.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
You just have to.
Hey, I've met Ronaldo too.
Have you?
R9.
Really?
Yeah.
When?
A Puma event. I got told you're gonna have 20 minutes with him. You're gonna do 1 touch, and I was like, awesome video. Turned up, took a picture with him. They said, do you want to ask him anything? He doesn't speak English. I said no. They went, okay. I left.
Wait, so why didn't you film your 1 touch video?
Wasn't allowed.
Great. Yeah,
I literally turned up with a ball, and I was, me and Manny turn up with a ball.
have that signed.
Yeah, I got his sign. I gave it away because I was like,
Not a great memory, really. You know?
bro, me and Manny turn up. We have a ball. We're playing 1 touch at the side while he's doing interviews, and they're like, "Can you keep it down?" And we're like, "We're here to play 1 touch with Ronaldo."
Of course you are, yeah.
And they literally were like, "Okay, come over." Sat us down on a bench next to him. Took the picture. Do you have any questions? I was like, "No." What? We weren't filmed or anything. They just said, "Do you want to ask him anything?" I was like, "Not really." And then he said something.
What
in
do you
Spanish
like to eat for
Brazilian.
breakfast?
He said something in Portuguese.
What do you eat for your breakfast?
Yeah.
Yeah, mate. What were you thinking? Just what were you thinking? I should have asked that.
Yeah.
I want to know what he was thinking.
Yeah.
That would have been a good question. But it wasn't filmed.
Yeah, so
That's so what's the point?
That
then?
is honestly, that's one of the things that scares me about football collabs.
Yeah.
Like turning up and them just disrespecting you. Because sometimes you get people that actually understand like YouTube and they actually value your
Yeah.
input. And then it can be so different. When I filmed with Ibra, like it was literally it wasn't a bad experience because it was for Visa.
Visa,
But like it was fine. But I literally got like 2 minutes and he was doing like this whole TV shoot and they were just trying to like literally put me in whenever I could because his schedule was so busy and doing stuff like that compared to when like on the Bellerin shoot I literally had like the whole day with him like we had 8 hours together just like chatting and that is so sick.
What was the Bellerin one for?
Head and Shoulders. It was like leading up to Tough Mudder. It's like training for it.
See, I find it weird because it's like both those were brand shoots, but I guess one of them is a guy who fully understands YouTube. Like Bellerin is on it kind of thing.
Yeah.
And also he like that brand have gone, no, this is the shoot. We're not going, here you go, chuck him in.
Yeah.
So it's
totally different because that shoot he was there to film my video.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was doing a huge TV production.
A bunch of different ones.
I think I loved Fabregas when I met him just because he's Fabregas, like he was the player that I loved as a kid.
was for top 11 or something. No, top kick.
It was
No,
for
Tops kick.
Soccer Manager Arena.
Oh, that was it. Yeah,
And
he did a free kick challenge.
Yeah, I just got away with getting him to play 3 balls and me scoring. Like, I don't know how, but just living my dream really.
Yeah.
But
to me.
yeah,
And they're like, Chris, shouldn't we be filming?
he's like
Just pass me another ball,
just like
Cesc.
knee sliding. So yeah, I'd probably say him because I had loads of time with him. And he's just very cool. I mean, unfortunately, no footballers have been like massive knobs or anything to me. So I've got no good stories really about footballers disrespecting.
I think it always depends on like who the person that you're doing like the deal with and how much they have like negotiated with the team like on the ground at the shoot. Sometimes it's the same person and you get like, you know, they understand who you are and what you're doing there.
Yeah.
But like if they don't communicate with each other like internally what's going on, then it just sucks. Like,
Again, I had. It's so annoying I can't say who it is, but yeah, the thing with a football manager the other day, and like just having loads of time with them is so cool because it's, you know, like the there are times when it was just me and him and the directors or whatever, like talking about what they can, and like just have to. You literally just get to chat to them, just like human. And when you feel that like level of comfort, it's so much better.
Yeah.
Is this a video coming up on your channel?
Yes.
Do you know when?
April sometime.
Damn. That's how long it takes to edit. That's the ChrisMD edit, that is.
Wait, I was going to say something else. Hang on. What are we talking about?
Best footballer you've met then?
Best football. Oh, I was going to say about
WS.
probably the weirdest thing. I did a video like ranking the footballers a little while ago, which banged on my second channel.
That did kind of lead us.
It did really well. Oh,
yeah.
But like one of the weirdest things that happened was in the City shoot in Abu Dhabi, and the 4 players turned up, and one of them just hit a tennis ball at us. Do you remember that? I think it was Caballero.
Yeah.
Whacked a tennis ball at us and like almost hit us.
Naughty.
And it was so strange.
Like, as in like literally turned up. Me and him are there for like time, kicking a ball about. They all walk up, and he's probably, I'd say he was like 20 yards.
Yeah, pretty close.
Like,
not like in the distance you whack one.
No, but like not like point blank.
What the fuck?
But he literally, maybe like 10 yards. He literally just goes
quite hard
at us.
Yeah. Hard.
Yeah. If
like
that hits you, you'd be like,
ow.
You know, that's her. Yeah. And then didn't address it. Like just came up and then like clearly like laughed.
Yeah.
And it was like, why'd you do that, you dickhead?
Yeah, excuse me. Like,
that's what I mean. If it was the other way around, if I just hit a ball at him, he would have gone.
Yeah.
Although Willie Caballero actually, he was very.
It was really nice in the video.
He was really nice, and
So-
from other shoots I've seen, like Harry's
seemed-
done, he's always been one of the like the good players.
If
banter, mate.
any football clubs are watching, you can take us to Abu Dhabi and whack tennis balls.
Oh, yeah,
I'm sure.
Very
I'll
happy
do
to
that as a video.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
It ended up actually being the other way around with you just kicking balls at Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Well, that was actually one of the worst. Like, it's one of the worst best worst shoots.
Yeah.
Because have you ever heard what happened with this?
Maybe. But I've forgotten, so tell me again.
So,
And it's good for the podcast, yeah, just talk.
so we go to
No, I don't care.
Yeah, scream you on.
we go to Abu Dhabi for like 3 days or 2 days, and they're like, okay, you're each gonna have. Originally, it was 2 hours each.
Oh, yeah.
I remember,
Oh,
yeah.
my
Yeah,
God,
yeah,
I forgot
yeah,
about
2
that.
hours to Chris, 2 hours for me.
Yeah.
With 4 players. Then we turn up. It's really nice. Like the trip was amazing. Like we literally got to do everything we wanted. Nice hotel.
We're business class in the city. The private plane with the city players. It was brutal.
like it was so sick.
Yeah.
Nice. But then the day before,
Sorry, the buggy we had in the airport as well.
you know when you turn up and they pick up a disabled person with the buggy.
Yeah, they did that.
Yeah, but we drove past people that should have been in the buggy.
Like literally, we were going past like pensioners, and me and Simon just
Just
like
head
filming.
down, like,
Unlucky.
head down, filming like this, going, "Ooh, we're in a buggy."
That's jokes.
But the day before we film, they say, "Oh, okay, it's going to be 2 hours for Chris, 2 hours for me, and 2 hours for Man City." And then I think like the night before, they go, "It's only going to be 1 hour, 1 hour, and 1 hour for them." We're like, okay, this is already getting less, and we have to film for them. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I think
remember this.
the morning of, they go, okay, here's the pitch. We see the pitch. There's no goal.
They told us it was going to be full pitch, and
Yeah. Well, they had a training pitch that was
they
immense.
did, yeah. And it's probably worth saying, like, obviously the people that organise us are not the people that make the decisions
No.
on how.
That's what I was
they
saying,
have
yeah,
no,
yeah.
Like, it's not their fault at all. It's probably like Pep that's like
Yeah.
affected this.
He's
you know?
gone like,
Yeah,
no,
which is
no,
fair
they
enough.
can't. Like,
Yeah, they can't.
They
I'm
can't
not-
touch the
No,
pitch,
no,
they
I don't
can't.
like full size football goals.
Yeah.
Football videos.
Yeah.
So we ended up using
Yeah.
a little 7-a-side goal.
Right.
And we're like, okay, we need a full-size goal, though, for these challenges. And then they don't have them. So
Yeah.
we have to use the 7-a-side goal. And then before it, they go, we have 1 hour
For everyone.
For everyone.
total. So 20 minutes, 20 minutes, and 20 minutes for
For them as well, yeah.
And we're kind of like, that's not enough.
Mm.
And then the players turn up. There's 4 of them, and they're kind of mucking about a bit.
Hitting tennis balls at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, just having a good time.
Yeah.
And then they say, we have 15 minutes. And they went, that's 5 minutes for Chris, 5 minutes for me.
They don't
and 5
understand
minutes
that.
for them.
The video needs to be 10 minutes at the time, right?
I know exactly.
They said 5
so
minutes
many
for
replays
each.
you can do.
But they
Yeah.
still wanted 5 minutes for them. And I like we kicked off a little bit just at that, and we were like, well, not kicked off, but we were like, we can't.
Yeah.
Like 5 minutes.
Words, do you know who we are?
yeah.
Have you heard our diss track?
I'll do it now.
I'm doing it now. I'm actually doing it now. You just don't notice.
Don't put the track on. I can do it. It's better actually if it's not.
Well, you went first.
and overran.
Right.
Oh no.
He did a 4-minute intro. You talked
It
for
was-
4 minutes.
Hey guys,
Out
oh
of-
shit, wait.
we
that's
have
not good.
15
Hey guys,
minutes.
oh shit, yeah.
15 minutes and he talks for 4.
Oh, no.
In my Ronaldo shoot, I talked like I had 7 minutes with him. And I talked for about 6, and then at one point, one of their background people goes, Chris, you might just want to cut your video and show him the football clips because you're going to run out of time. And I was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
But we end up doing those 2 videos. They say like, okay, fair enough. Like we'll just have to take it as a loss.
they
And
did, yeah.
they didn't get a video.
Yeah.
I say that. We then both get our videos, which are very like, we made something out of nothing.
Oh, the audio.
But
oh
the
my
audio,
God, that took me so
they didn't
long
have
to film.
they didn't have the audios of the players, or like 2 of them didn't work.
2 of them didn't work.
But they sent yours over, and eventually got yours working, or you made it work.
Yeah,
And you
this
put
was
the
the
video
stage
out.
when I worked like 14 hours every single day.
Yeah.
So I was like, light work, I can get through this.
Whereas
Yeah.
on my one, because I hit De Bruyne in the face, and I was like, this is viral. This is this is gold. I need the audios.
Yeah.
So they spent, I think it took them like 3 months to send the audios over or something like that. In that time, they uploaded the footage.
No, I don't even think they changed it. I swear it was exactly the same.
It might have been. I know.
I think originally they sent it over and it was really difficult. But like I put in the time to like I was like I might as well like I'm
Yeah.
going to do this.
Yeah.
And you sent it back. I think because literally it was like every 5 seconds there's like a in every single player,
Yeah.
and it was like this is going to be a nightmare to edit.
Yeah.
like even drawing talking.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
It
like-
was. I edited around it, but it took me like 2-3 weeks or something.
Mm.
And then they put it out on their channel with De Bruyne getting hit in the face, so you
Yeah.
missed all of the.
Yeah, and then it went like
Reach
viral
and
as YouTuber hits De Bruyne in the face, and I'm like, this should be my video.
No, yeah. Yeah.
I got tagged as Joe Weller on the Lad Bible. It's pain.
It wasn't out of the blue. They did say that they were going to upload it, but
I
obviously
didn't get told.
they did tell him. They did.
It's mental isn't it, how like you can spend so much money like business class flights, the boogie,
But you can't get 5
and
minutes.
then
for that,
then cut it short. It's like it's their loss really. I mean, obviously yours as well, but especially theirs as well.
Yeah.
But
I mean, like, Akinfenwa was probably been the best footballer I've met, but he also treats it as like he really treats it as a level of like, oh, you're a mate.
Yeah,
Like he doesn't.
which is sick.
Yeah.
yeah, that's great.
I'm
That
trying
was
to
that was
think.
like Bellerin because he was obviously our age and like he just
Yeah.
like he would talk to the camera without me being there.
Yeah.
Which is just class.
He went full like YouTube mode, which is sick.
Yeah, which is great.
I'm trying to think who else has been really, really good.
Bateson.
I haven't actually met anywhere near the footballers you have, you know.
Really?
Yeah, I always think about it and I'm like, I feel like I've met a lot of footballers, but I haven't.
I actually have like when I look
You've
at it,
met
I
a
have
lot.
a crazy. I have Bale. Oh, Bale. I was on a
Jeez.
shoot with Bale for about. I wasn't really. We were filming for Nissan, reacting to like these Champions League goals, and like we were literally there for like 5 hours, and that was like a proper shoot where it's me and him stood in a studio, and that's just a boring story. There was like 5 hours literally, and there's me and him in a studio, and all this crew and stuff behind the camera. You know, you do 30-second takes, and then the directors and the producers are just talking together, and like
Yeah.
then me and Bale are just standing there, and I'm like talking to him like, "What's a nice place to eat?" and stuff like this. So it's like that was a weird one where you're literally their friend. Like you
talk
just
about
talk
golf?
to- Yeah, you're literally. Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah. He was saying about like what he plays off and stuff like that. What did he say? I didn't want to ask too much about it because obviously it was a bit, you know, you kind of when you're in that situation, you don't want to act like you're like a press trying to like find something to make a story out of. And then who else? Hazard, me and Harry. Unfortunately, we had
actually,
to-
I say I
take
haven't
our
filmed with
videos.
some, but I have filmed. Yeah, the Real Madrid one where 2 of the players left or something like that.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
Real Madrid were like the people we were working with were so nice, but it was just so we filmed with 4 of them, and then one of the players went out on loan, and so we didn't have the rights to film him anymore, and so I spent like 2 weeks masking this guy
I heard
out of
that.
my video.
Harry was like, oh, "No, I'll hold
Well,
it."
I say me. I sent it to my editor.
Yeah,
And then we still couldn't upload it. And I was like, this is awful. And yeah, we'd flown out there, so that was like a week of our lives,
Jesus.
which is
Yeah.
tough.
I mean, I feel like I struggle to remember footballers I've met is the thing, but I feel like I meet them in groups. Like the Man City players, we
Yeah.
met 4 of them at once.
But it is kind of better like that because it's less pressure on one player.
Yeah, but at the same time, I find like the City one, I felt like me and you didn't get involved with them.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It was like even when I hit De Bruyne in the face, I felt like me and you were laughing, and they were laughing together.
Yeah.
Like they all ran off, kind of like they started like bumping into each other, like, oh my god, he just did that, blah blah blah. I filmed with Chelsea, and it was a FIFA match. It was me.
Oh yeah, the Hazard one.
Yeah, me, JJ, and then his team. I had Hazard, Courtois. I can't remember actually who I had. I think I had like Batshuayi as well. And then he had 3 players like Kante, Zuma, someone else. Like that. It was like 3v3 and Chalobah, I think it was.
Oh yeah.
Legend.
That Hazard, for example, was speaking in Belgian the whole time. So Courtois.
Difficult to
So he was
create an atmosphere.
and he was talking like they were sat next to each other, so he would just kind of be like, and then Courtois would laugh, and I'm like, I can't get involved here.
To do with this? Yeah, that's
Like JJ was having a laugh with like his team because Chalobah's English, isn't he?
I have no idea, but
I think he is. But he said he was talking to JJ and he knew who JJ was, so they were like laughing at each other, etc. Courtois was trying to get me involved, and if I messed up, he would be like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And then Hazard would say something in Belgian. I'm like,
To be fair, you should have done your research and
learnt Belgian.
Yeah,
I should have.
Hazard has such good English. When we met him, like he literally was.
I know. I don't think
speaking
it's
full sentences with him.
It's one of those things where I don't blame him at all because he's literally been dragged in to do Chelsea press.
Oh yeah.
Like it's not his fault.
Yeah.
Which is why I think the best thing to do is always try and, if you can get a footballer promoting something that they're interested in,
want to promote, instead of just press.
Yeah, because if they look bad, their own brand fails.
Yeah.
Well, like Mahrez in the Spencer video is the famous one.
Yeah, that is awful.
Doesn't say a word. He sits like this, plays FIFA. Even when he scores, he goes, eh. And everyone was like, Mahrez is a dickhead. But then he filmed something else for someone. He was like completely fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess.
I think as well, it helps if the video that Cal and Harry filmed with Sterling, I think Sterling and Willie, and like Sterling just comes across because they've clearly talked. Yeah, obviously, Sterling's really good in videos anyway.
Yeah,
but like because they come across as like a group and they've like kind of, it seems like they've chatted between them and stuff. It works so much better. So I do feel like if you've got YouTubers and like 1 or 2 footballers, it works very well.
Yeah.
But it's nice having a group instead of just like a one-on-one, because then there's more pressure to like be funny and do stuff.
Yeah, especially when it's like a meet and greet setup where like they have to get through everyone. You know what I'm saying? So there's like a few different people. You got 10 minutes, 15 minutes, because then from their point of view, no matter who you are, they've been there like all day, right? It's the same as meet and greets. Yeah, it does take a toll on you.
Yeah.
Whereas if you've got dedicated just you, it's like more freedom and
I think that's my biggest fear, is turning up a one-on-one and you see it on his face, him just thinking like, are people going to watch this? You're not funny. You're not very good at football.
I don't think they think that.
And I'm sat there like, please, I need to hit you in the face with football. Please.
Just give that one chance.
To be fair, I said this in a video a little while ago, but like I remember seeing Casper Lee saying about how he used to make videos with celebrities and like used to get so anxious that he stopped making them. And like before filming with footballers, like you definitely do get like very nervous. Like
100%.
It like and so there is that bit of like, are they just gonna be like, this is a load of shit? Like,
I wonder if they get at all anxious. Probably not, but at the same time,
certain players probably do.
Depends what you're doing.
Yeah.
Well, because the thing is, it's like, yes, they play football in front of thousands of people, but they don't talk. Like you don't see them talk,
and that's what they're good at, right?
Yeah, and they're not. You're throwing them into like a different thing that is going to be seen. But I guess most of them probably don't understand the world of YouTube unless they've heard of you.
Yeah, or unless they're like relatively young.
Yeah,
like Zlatan, for example. He was so comfortable doing like press stuff. So professional with everyone there.
Yeah.
And then like you have other players that like obviously are fairly new and like you can tell that their speaking skills aren't as good and they're not as comfortable with it. So yeah, it's definitely different. You sort of have to gauge what their attitude is like and try and sort of play on it.
Yeah.
One of my favorite ones I've done is when I filmed with De Bruyne and I had to explain the concept of Ollie looks like you. I'm gonna sit you down, and then we're gonna act like I haven't noticed that you've replaced Ollie. And like,
I remember seeing that in the video.
One of the comments is literally just imagining the conversation that happened between them. It's just like one of the best things.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the next topic we were going to talk about. What were we going to talk about? Randolph? Anything you want to talk there?
It says here his BBC FA Cup segment.
Okay.
But I have not seen that, so like
Yeah, you did a BBC segment. For
You got to take the wheel,
yeah.
Simon.
Well, you're really not clued up to that.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you did that.
Yeah, that
Is
was
that the kind of thing you like doing? Do you want to go mainstream like stuff?
I think I don't know really. I think it's good to make links with stuff like that, and like it's just fun doing an experience like that where I mean I didn't fully like understand. I think when I took it that I was literally going to be like presenting it.
Yeah.
And yeah, that aired at like 5 p.m. or like 3 p.m. on FA Cup final day on BBC One. And I was like, oh well, this is like quite big. So I really enjoyed doing that, but it was kind of just like any other shoot, you know. You're in a lot. What I noticed about that is having to memorize lines and then instantly speak, but like focus on so many different things at the time. And I was like, I'm used to doing so many different takes, you know, like doing an intro or something. It's very different, like being talent on set. So then you're like, I'm not talented.
Well, also the fact that you don't have control in the edit is what kills you, because you can make a mistake and you know that's going to get cut out, or at least like you know that you can instruct the person who's editing it to take it out. When it's someone else's video, it's rough as a YouTuber. When it's like an actual production like that, it's awful.
See, that's why I don't think I ever want to do that. Like anything like that.
You don't know how you're going to look. I did a thing for Pokemon for like the BBC news beat or something, and I started the recording at home, like doing this, like dusting my hat off, and then just used that. What the fuck? What the hell? Like, why are you using that?
What the hell, guy?
Yeah.
And now he cuts a Randolph Pokemon.
Well, you just start. The video starts with just me, no context. It makes no sense. So yeah, exactly. Like case in point, you don't know how you're going to look. You know.
You'd think that they'd be able to figure out to cut that out.
Yeah, like surely, like yeah.
That's amazing.
What the hell?
I don't think I had anything quite like that.
Yeah.
I think it was the guy that said that he watched like my Sunday League series, and that's why he like thought that I'd be a good fit for it and stuff.
And you were a good fit because like you do present very well.
Well, thank you. I think it's like a learning curve as well. Like you watch back and you're like, oh, I should have done this better and this better. But the general consensus.
Do you want
is
to
fine.
learn and like? Do you want to do that?
I don't really know. I feel like you're not really going to get better than YouTube because you can create what you want.
Yeah.
You can do what you want. You have creative freedom over it, and you can edit and take which bits you want out. But like, I do enjoy doing stuff to do with football, and like, I think it's a good experience to go and like improve your speaking skills like that.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
was this something that was just before like COVID started?
No, it was quite a while ago.
Okay.
It was like last. I think we filmed it like last March or something like that. So it was like around the time of. No, wait, it can't be. No,
I mean,
2 years ago.
was
2 years
COVID.
ago. Yeah, it was ages ago. Yeah, I was going to say that would be prior to COVID.
Literally pre-COVID.
No, it was for the FA Cup 2 years ago.
Yeah, I guess maybe like there's been a lot of opportunities probably missed this year for like football and tournaments and stuff.
I've had a few footballers I was going to film with
Fall through
and stuff. Yeah,
yeah. But I mean, it'll come back
at one point.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I was going to.
Yeah, I was going to be involved.
We can hope.
Yeah. But the thing about what was I going to say? The mainstream thing.
Yeah.
Because like, would you want to go mainstream with rapping? Because I feel like it changes everyone's perception of you.
Yeah.
You can't be like yourself anymore. You have to really.
Yeah, it's hard. I feel like as obviously like we do YouTube and music, and we're very like close to our audience. Where I feel like a lot of other mainstream artists are less attached. Like I know they still have like Twitter and they still have social media now, but I feel like they definitely don't read into the comments as much as we do, and often it's out of their control, right? So say if they're in a music video and something's not quite right and they receive a bit of like criticism for it, they can always be like, oh, this director wasn't very good, like get rid of him. Whereas when we make our content, it's us, right? So I think it's hard going from someone like doing what we do to then still being seen, like JJ, right? Still being seen as KSI, who we see on YouTube, to being like this mainstream person who I feel like the gap with your audience can become less if you're mainstream and people can judge you without knowing truly who you are. He's
like the only person I can think of that's kept both.
Yeah. Well, he's good. I've been with him on many shoots. He's never scared of like saying this is not good. I don't like this. Like we need to do it again. Like he'll go and spend like 100K on a music video. If it's not good, he'll sit. I mean, with Red Alert, we went with Con and like sat down and re-edited the entire thing, and JJ was there like directing it. Where I think if you start mainstream, it's very hard to have that like voice because you've never had the control of doing your own music videos or doing your own content. So I'm saying I feel like it's hard to like make that transition, whereas he's done it really well. But he's also like got to a stage in his career where he can have that like how you were speaking about last week on the podcast about perception.
Yeah,
he's done so well that like directors and will respect him and listen to him. Whereas I feel like if you haven't got that control or if you haven't got that power, they're less likely to listen to you. Like I could have the same opinion as he has, and maybe I'm less good at communicating it with like the director or whoever I'm speaking to, but they're also going to take you less seriously because you haven't done what he's done. Do you get me?
Yeah.
So so say you even found an X Factor, right? And like say Simon Cowell's giving you that opportunity, you've got less control and being to like dictate your career and your music when he brought you from nothing. Whereas because JJ's come from somewhere, he can be like, well, look what I've done on my own, and it gives him a bit of better argue.
Have any other YouTubers that have turned into like full-time musicians? No one still does YouTube.
You like Charlie Puth, no. But then it's different because I don't think anyone has gone from YouTube like JJ has. Like Charlie Puth's done covers, right? Troye Sivan is maybe...
I was going to say
Troye Sivan was a YouTube, but like an actual
he was a
YouTuber.
True, also Filthy Frank as well, Joji.
Yeah.
I just JJ just keeps so many like avenues open, and he's doing so many different things. That's why like that's a great decision from him.
Yeah,
because he can just do so many different things.
Any avenues you wanna? I feel like
rapping.
Like I said that
well, now we're gonna.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like I said that sexually for some reason. I was like, any avenues you want to?
Yeah, it was definitely some undertones there. I don't know. I just enjoy making YouTube videos so much. Like beyond professional footballer. Like I love the creative freedom that I can wake up and be like, oh, I'm into exercise this week, or like, oh, I'm into football this week. I'll make something on that, or like, and with second channels and stuff. Like I've started posting on my second channel again because
you said freedom again, right?
Exactly, and it's like stuff because I got to a point where I was like, this isn't good enough for the main channel. Like I don't want to post this, and it really restricts what you can do.
It's literally Harry every week.
Yeah. See, Harry's in that spiral. Well,
he's already getting onto it for the second channel now.
Oh, really?
Oh, this isn't good enough for second.
It
channel.
happens. I remember when I started my Pokemon stuff, it was there to never care about what anyone ever said. I was like, I'm never going to read comments. I'm just going to there to be creative and do what I want. And
now, out of 10.
Yeah,
it's awful.
And now you're doing what you do, so it's like you just got to keep making channels.
I've actually had to start limiting how much I look at the real time views as well.
Yeah,
because I realized that I was checking it like every 30 minutes after a video would come out.
Yeah,
it's a gift and a curse, really, because like it is important to look at your stats and analyze them, but if you have to take the emotional out of it. If you can't do that, then it's horrible.
And I'm only looking at it to see, is it doing well and like feel good?
Exactly.
So like you look at it and it's like, it's doing the same.
Yeah, you're not looking at it to go in there with an objective point of view to make the next video better.
Yeah, to like actually gain something.
Yeah, you're literally looking to hurt yourself or
just a waste of life.
Yeah. And it's so much easier to be unhappy than happy, because when you get the 1 out of 10, you feel great, right?
Yeah.
But you just feel like good.
Yeah, it's all right.
When you get a stinky, you're like on the floor, like, why me? It's
yeah,
football,
sure,
right?
yeah, same. Yeah.
Losing hurts way more in a football game than winning feels good.
I mean, I only check my main channel.
You just scored the winner in the side member.
Okay, yeah.
You haven't done that. You're already winning 1-0.
Yeah, that's true.
I only check my main channel the day after. That's it. I check it once.
Yeah.
Sidemen I check constantly.
Yeah, but that's because it's less like if there's a flopper, you don't feel as responsible. Do you feel that? Like if a video is tanked, it's not doing very well, you're all collectively like a reason why, potentially, because the idea, maybe blah blah blah.
No, I check Sidemen is what I'm saying.
No, that's what I'm saying. You check because you're like if a Sidemen video doesn't do very well, it doesn't feel as bad as if your video does well.
Oh yeah, because
you feel like this is my video.
Yeah, I know.
Whereas if the Sidemen doesn't do well, like the What's Good podcast, if this doesn't do very well on a certain episode, I'm like, all right. Because it's
a stinker anyway. ChrisMD also.
Yeah, it was probably our guess.
No, the clips. But yeah, when it's you and it's like your idea, your execution, you take it to heart.
Yeah.
I always find as well, like I have like the logins to all the people in like my little YouTube, like Ollie and Shannon and stuff, and like I love, like I'll check every one of their videos and like see how they're doing.
Wow. Yeah. Do they know this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No,
You're logged into mine.
I don't go in.
You and Talia are both logged into mine.
Not anymore. I need to accept the invite.
Oh,
come back.
Don't.
All right, well, I won't then. I have JJ's, and like ever since JJ's done stuff like with the label and that, I just see so many randomers join. I get an email notification every time someone else joins the channel, and she's like, someone joining every week. I'm like, flipping hell.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Wow. I get worried that someone will just come on and delete.
But you can change it now. You couldn't be able to. Like back in the day, they had power. I think when you added me originally, I could, if I wanted to, just go and delete your channel.
No, you have to be an owner.
But I can delete the videos.
You delete the videos.
Yeah. Whereas now you can actually like limit someone to an editor, so they can't see revenue, they can't see certain things.
That's good.
Yeah.
You know?
I didn't know that actually. That's quite helpful.
Yeah, because obviously like sometimes you want to hire someone to like manage a channel, but you don't want to like give them access to like everything.
Yeah.
So it's very helpful.
Well, speaking of Simon Sundays.
Yeah.
What's admin? Have you seen the most recent one?
The one with Harry.
Yeah.
I watched the last 50 minutes before we were watching a film last night.
The last 15 minutes.
No, first 50 minutes.
Okay, I was gonna say because I watched the first like 45, so maybe we can join forces to be able to review this video sufficiently.
It was a tough watch.
It is
I feel so bad for him.
But he banged it.
He did.
It is a very, very funny video.
Also, when he's drunk, Harry is one of the like most horrible people compared to when they're sober. So like watching him suffer was like really enjoyable at the same time. Like I feel like people are like, oh, poor Harry. He's so like he's horrible when he's drunk.
He is so horrible.
He just loses his filter.
And his brain starts working at a new level and he's like, what's their weakness?
Yeah.
And then he goes for it.
He does it all the time.
And he's obsessed with trying to make you more drunk.
When I saw the rock paper scissors, he did rock paper scissors with the girl. Like it just took PTSD back to like one of the New Year's parties, and we walked in the door, and Harry's like rock paper scissors, and like holding a full drink of like
down you drink rock paper scissors.
It's like
well, it's like we used to do the pub quiz for lockdown, the first one. Like everyone in the country, everyone did pub quizzes, right?
Yeah.
We were doing one, and like the games ended. Like we were just chilling in a Discord call, right? And Harry would just be there, like Simon and Josh, who would win in a race out of you two?
Yeah, and me and Josh would both answer and be like,
I don't know really.
I don't know.
And Harry's
Josh
like,
probably, and he's like, I reckon I could beat both of you. You're both slow. Like you are slow. I reckon I haven't run in 5 months, and I could outrun both of you that have run for 3 months. It's just like going off at us, and we're like, we haven't done anything.
And then he'll play like I think he played Ethan on like FIFA. He's like, I'll beat you, Ethan. And Ethan's like, no, you won't. They play losers, and then Josh is like, yeah, Harry, you're trash. And then Harry's like, I'll play you, Josh. I bet like £100 I'll beat you. Just like loses 6-1, just turns his console off halfway through.
He's so entertaining to have around, like because it just creates stuff. But also like he's not skiing holiday. It's like there was one day where like he got there and he just got really, really drunk because he came like 3 days late, and literally like he was just, it was in that stage where he's just going for people, and it was horrific. It's like there's a couple of things he said. I can't remember what he said. He was saying it was mainly Shan, because Shan was like trying to fire back at him, and he went to her, no one would care if you died.
Oh my God.
This was like unprovoked, like, literally like 5 minutes into a conversation with her. What did he go on to? And then with some of the girls there, I think he went like, I probably shouldn't out him like this. It was like just when he's drunk and like he's trying to like in a funny way, just
you know it's no malice. No malice.
He's doing it for entertainment.
Yeah, you know it's
but he
fine,
just takes it too far.
It's funny as well until it goes to you.
For him, it's for him. It's for him. I feel like it's always the girls that clap back at him because
and then he has to go more aggressive.
Yeah, because I feel like all of us like. I used to bite. Now I literally go, I can't be asked.
You just know it's just,
now I'm like, you're actually just annoying.
It's not worth it.
Well, as soon as he starts drinking, I try not to hang around him. That's actually that's a sad truth.
Yeah.
As soon as he's drunk, I just
Well, I'm the opposite, but then until it comes at you. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Like, it's funny when he's doing it to the people.
Oh,
until you're in the shot and you're like, oh, don't like this anymore. But no, I'm not trying to make it's not a bad guy at all. It's just funny. Yeah. But he's one of the most requested people on this podcast, but he just doesn't like podcasts.
This is his anti thing.
Yeah. And
like, you can't think of anything worse than sitting down and having to talk.
Yeah. I don't want to do a podcast with someone who's uncomfortable to be here.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so,
yeah.
But maybe
force Chris.
Yeah.
Chris is there like,
see me sweating.
Speak for yourself, mate.
I had to promise 10 collabs for this.
I was just going to say I did feel a bit sorry for him because in the 20 versus 1 video, like the whole setup just feels a bit awkward, like as the girl comes out and he has to say like, yes.
That's why it's so good, isn't it? Like, and he knows this is why it's so good.
Yeah.
He knows that he's there to be like laughed at, but he did really well because
he did all right. Yeah.
I was going to say, it wasn't like, I thought he was going to be more awkward than he was, but he wasn't, he did fine. But like him thinking he wasn't doing fine made him not do fine. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we always said, like, when we got there the first time, so Ethan's done it before, we said, what's the worst part? And I always said the worst part for me would be saying yes or no to the girls.
Yeah.
Harry's worst part was by far, he was saying, it's the talking to the girls.
Really?
Yeah, I think by that point...
That would be the easy point, yeah.
Because if you, like, you said yes to them, they've stayed, so they've said yes to you. Like,
you
just have a conversation. Someone's told you what to do. Admittedly, the first girl, he said to us, he went, the only thing I would hate is to have to actually talk to them, not have a character or do anything.
And they said like,
that's why you said, yeah.
Just be yourself, mate. And that's why it like It really hurt him, that one.
The way you said mate to like 4 or 5 of them. Like, stop.
She was like, the girl who walked past him, and she was like, she pushed him, and she was like, unlucky or something, or like,
she said something.
Hope you're well.
She said like, oh, I'm sorry, like you seem nice or something like that, and he went like, oh, it's all right, lad.
Yeah. He was like, yeah, don't worry, it's fine, mate.
I don't know, like you wouldn't have seen all of it because obviously you haven't seen the whole video. But when he ends the dates, the majority of them, he would get up, fist bump them,
oh no,
and go, thanks for the date, mate. Like,
well, he always left abruptly, right? Like they were actually going really well because thing is, girls like that. The girls like Harry, right? Like how he is.
Yeah,
he's very
like
innocent,
he's quirky,
very quirky, but he's honest. You know, at the end of the day. yeah, incredible channel.
Although
incredible second channel.
Say he's rich.
But yeah, so then he just. It's going really well, and it's like actually, this girl actually likes you. He'll just get up and leave.
He goes, yeah.
I don't know if you would have made it that far, but there's one bit where he gets so angry that he lies down on the floor.
Oh yeah. And then the next
girl
one
lies on the floor.
Oh no, I'm not.
The girl, she goes, "Shall I join you on the floor?"
Oh, that's a good move from her.
And they start talking, and he brings up Gib, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I love Miami," and he's like, "I've been to Miami." She's like, "I love Miami." He's like, "Oh, I've been to Miami." Well, I went and saw my friend lose a boxing match. But all of us stopped immediately and we're like, this has become really cute. Like,
they're lying down.
The dates were really good, like
that date
authentic,
became really cute, and they were having an actual conversation. We hadn't told him any of this.
Yeah.
And then at one point he's just, right, should we just get out? And he sits down for a second. He's like, what's your favourite type of cheese? And we're like, you were doing well.
Yeah.
And then you stood up and done that.
Yeah. I haven't got to the point yet where he's like drop kicking the chair, but I saw it on Twitter. I'm really excited.
I haven't watched that bit yet.
That's a very, very funny one. We tell him to be an MMA fighter. So
nice, yeah, okay, got you.
I'll practice. I'll show you some moves on the chair.
I felt like sending him in with the moaning one was half.
Oh yeah,
because that is like the most.
I actually wish he did that a little bit more. There's two things.
All of them. There's one or two where he literally just goes, I'll be honest, there's some guys in the other end that are telling me what to say. Yeah. This is before anything.
That's
and we're like,
you guys.
Well, that's not.
That's amazing.
You guys told him to tell the girl not to look at him.
Yeah.
So like she has to sit there and look like he was like, I find eye contact really uncomfortable. So can you please not look at me while we're talking? And she'll forget and she'll like look at him and then she'll like realize this. And having a conversation.
He'll go, stop looking at me. Stop looking. And then, we said to him like, oh, well, you have to play like rock paper scissors. So you're playing rock paper scissors and you're like this, but if he's looking, you have to be like, look away. And he starts like cheating and like.
But I think that makes it less awkward, right? Because you know that someone's telling you to do something. So it's like, I'm doing it for a video, I'm being told to do this. It's not me.
Yeah, it's not yourself and like your social skill.
Yeah, but I think it really helps him. Like, I think him kicking a chair or doing a backflip helps him.
Oh yeah.
Anything other than talking to the girl normally.
Then they started coming in and he was like, do a gymnastics move.
That was his way of saying no.
Yeah.
He literally said like, I'm pretty certain all of the challenges he did, even like rock paper scissors, he was like, I'm doing this so that I can say no to a girl.
Yeah.
And when he kept going, yeah, in a good way. In a good way.
Yeah. He doesn't want to say no to let the girl down, but he doesn't want to say yes because he only thinks that they're going to think he likes them because of their, looks. But I think that's definitely the most awkward part, the yes or no part.
Yeah, for
sure.
sure.
I think it would be horrible for anyone. In that situation.
For sure. But I think it's even worse when they like ask them to do a handstand and stuff. Like, I think it's better to literally just be like, you know what, I'm not attracted. I'm not attracted in you. But like, that's normal, right? That's normal.
But everyone's going to get offended when like you can't not get offended when someone says that to you.
Whereas it's an easy cop out, isn't it?
It's come out for you, but I feel like it's worse asking a girl to like do a party trick. Like,
prove your worth.
Handstand,
and then they do a crap handstand. You're like,
I'd rather be told someone doesn't find me attractive than make me do like a 5 kickups.
It's a trial for you.
Also, what I find really awkward is when he has to close his eyes and the girls leave. As a viewer, that's awful because at first
he doesn't have to close his eyes.
Oh, okay, but he did.
He chose to.
Okay.
It's a few seconds when he can pretend he's not there.
But it was when like you say, right, if you don't, if you want to leave, you can now, which also was not a really great way of putting it because it's not there for like you can leave now.
Yeah.
Hostage is over. But no, it's like the way they like no one wants to be the first person to walk away.
Yeah.
So at first I was like, wow, no one's leaving. They all like Harry, and then like one went, and then they all started
the floodgates open.
It's like Take Me Out. Like watch Take Me Out.
You know
where like it's like no like it, no like it.
Yeah. Everyone.
Boo. Boo, 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 boo.
Yeah.
It is a horrible video. I'm so happy I have a girlfriend.
Are you not running through everyone?
I think you
girlfriend,
should.
right?
I
It'd be
think
weird.
you should.
It'd be weird.
Nah, if you
it's
got it for two of them, you have
Everyone
to do
knows
it for
that.
everyone.
We all know that, like.
Yeah, but then I'm literally there going, I find you attractive.
But I think
And then I'm
that-
going on a date with
that
her.
would get more views because people
Yeah.
know that Talia's like a figure, you know?
Yeah, surely Tyler would like it's. I mean,
That's weird.
you
bro.
can be in a relationship, but you can still find
Would
someone
you do
attractive.
it?
I would
No,
not like the
you-
conversation with Shannon. but
Exactly.
For views, it would bang.
Nah, I would do it, like, for sure. Because they would understand. They would understand. Like, Tyler's gonna understand.
You know what I think would be a better thing to do? Try and get. Well, actually, some of the girlfriend, like JJ doesn't show his girlfriend, but having
Yeah.
the guy, like guys that have girlfriends, we'd make a different video concept that's as awkward.
That's true, actually.
Yeah.
Don't know why.
And then we get the pick whether we either have that video with our girlfriend or we have to go on
I guess, but it has to be a good idea, though.
Yeah.
It has to be as good as this one.
wife swap.
You probably.
Yeah, that would definitely be good.
We were doing a stereo the other day.
That-
Me and Will got asked who's more attractive out of your girlfriends.
Oh my
It was
god!
like, just give me that one.
Well, to be fair, that's
Which brings it on to our next segment.
in my head, I was like, do I make a joke here? I was like, well, it's obvious.
you come out with like a very like planned answer. Well, to be honest, great question. I think about it a lot, and
Yeah, a lot of time into it. Yeah.
Pull out the essay I've written.
In 3,000 words or under.
yeah. But I guess speaking of Harry, being as you're both from well, not both from Jersey, but Jersey,
Jersey.
Guernsey.
Yeah.
Do you feel like there's like a rivalry there? Friendly, at least.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I fucking hate him.
He sends me death threats every day.
Not really. I don't know. I never really had that. Like, I went to Guernsey once.
Yeah.
Met Matt Letizier, who was from there.
Nice.
And that was like pretty much like, all of my experience of Guernsey. So I don't know. There's not like a huge rivalry or anything. We're all just essentially the same, like fairly posh, like very poor diversity in the Channel Islands.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
So I don't know. There's not really I need to do another Jersey v Guernsey against Harry actually.
Yeah.
Because I feel like as well, you and Harry have a lot of similarities. Not only are you from these weird little islands, side,
All right. Well, he went there.
but you also have the same like type of way of doing YouTube.
Yeah, you're both incredibly like talented, and the ideas are crazy. Like you
Yeah,
edit, you
neither
take a
of you
big
is
control
like-
in editing as well.
Yeah, neither of you is like you're not like this consistent machine, but
Yeah.
Not in a mean way,
No. I know what you
but
mean.
you
yeah.
take like a way more creative.
Yeah.
Like your videos take a lot more effort than most people.
It's like more emphasis on the creative aspect instead
Yeah.
of like banging out something.
Yeah.
all the time.
Like, I if I had a video, I'd say if I had a video that I was like, oh, it's not good enough for the main channel, I'm like, okay, I will record something extra and just chuck it on,
Yeah.
and that will make it, or I'll figure something out like that.
Yeah.
Whereas you and Harry is like, okay, this will be a cut to a past time.
Or it'll never come out.
Yeah, or it'll be like the last 2 minutes of a different video.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm like, keep that idea still, and I'm like that's how most YouTubers work in my eyes.
Yeah.
Whereas you two do that.
Yeah, I know. I honestly haven't ever really scrapped that many videos because it takes me so long. It's just
Yeah.
like soul destroying.
Yeah.
But your ideas are more thought out that you wouldn't scrap it.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
I might go, I've got a video idea. I'll film that tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then I
Yeah.
film it. It was all right.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's easier these days because I've got an editor now. So back in like 2016, I would literally spend like 14 hours a day working.
Horrible, isn't it? Like when you film, edit.
It's not like, even though like that was when I was like banging on YouTube, but I just like looking back, it was like life balances.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
poor.
Well, that's the thing I was doing. Like,
But I guess
That-
everyone
that's-
UK 2016 was like,
that's what I mean. Like, I was doing the same thing in terms of the hours, but mine was for way more videos that weren't as high quality.
yeah.
So it's like how do you want to do it?
Yeah.
'Cause it works out pretty similar either way.
Yeah.
But there's no competition between you and Harry for that.
I don't think so.
I think would you celebrate if you noticed you overtook him in like views or subs?
I don't think Harry any more than anyone else.
Okay.
I think because like I've met his family quite a lot, and like obviously they're like very similar family to mine in terms of like they're very similar people and stuff. So probably less competition with him really because he's just like very similar background.
Yeah.
A lot in common, yeah.
That sounds like more of a competition.
Yeah, maybe.
You have
Maybe.
the same start.
Yeah,
It's like sibling rivalry,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah.
just like two alpha males in the same territory.
Yeah.
It's more like two beta males. Really. Harry, I've seen that 10 versus 1 video. 20 versus 1, you can't see Harry in that one.
Yeah. No. But yeah, I guess it's very easy, right? Because like, say there's two people from America living in the UK in the YouTube scene in the UK, you'd probably like fans would say, oh, they're very similar. Maybe there's a rivalry there because they're not an outlier. But
I felt like there used to be more of a fan competitive point of view of you two. Like I'd feel like 4 or 5 years ago, everyone would look at you two and be like, they are quite similar, not in terms of like, oh, they copy or whatever, but like they're similar how they do it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Whereas now I think you both are just...
Yeah, I mean, Harry just stopped uploading on his channel.
Yeah,
so
now he just plays Geo, I guess, for 4 hours there. That's it.
Kills it.
Yeah.
I do want to do another Jersey v Guernsey, though, because they're fun.
Yeah.
Football stuff.
Yeah.
But obviously, like, football videos kind of died since... Well, not died, but have massively... You can't just do a crossbar challenge. You get 4 million views now.
What did we do? What was the title of our one? It was like me, you, and Harry.
Oh, that one. Oh, that was... Mine was like football's greatest free kicks, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then you two... Harry did like... the best goal in a football challenge and something
classic. The classic.
Yeah.
I mean, my final question is just the bottom one.
yeah,
So Nadeshot did a tweet recently. Someone said, oh, how many likes for you to get a tattoo? It was to say something, right?
what was it to say?
Well, he said 100. Nadeshot replied and said 100,000.
Okay.
100,000 likes.
Let me find out what it actually is.
Oh,
It's
okay.
funny, yeah.
And the guy got it instant, like pretty.
Like so he's streaming. Nadeshot's streaming, and the guy I think tweeted him while he was streaming. And Nadeshot said, like 100,000 retweets, and I'll do it. And he got like 10,000 like retweets after like a minute, like 5-10 minutes or something. And then he can see Nadeshot reacting on stream and like panicking. He's like, nah, surely that's a troll, right? Like, surely not. Surely not. In how long? And then it hit 100K.
Wait, so this guy had to get... Or Nadeshot?
Yeah,
No,
so
the
you know
guy
how the
had to get-
screenshot when it's like, oh, how many likes for a free pizza? Weird.
Yeah.
And then Domino's is like 100,000. That's what happened. And then he has to screenshot that and tweet that.
But then Nadeshot, it hit 100,000. Nadeshot, if he gets 1 million, you can choose where it is on me as well.
Oh my God, that's mental.
Yeah. I don't know if it hit that, but I'll find out.
My question for you is, you don't have any tattoos?
No.
I assume you won't get any. You seem like the kind of person that won't, like me.
Yeah, I just don't really... I don't see the point massively in them.
Fair enough. The same as me. What would it take you to get one? Right. What is there something that could happen that could make you get one? Like, say, I don't know. I'm trying to think of an example. Like, say Arsenal said, "Oh, you know what? We're going to let you play in a game. We're going
But
to
you
let
have
you
to get a tattoo. Yeah.
yeah,
In a full Premier League game.
a Premier League game.
Premier League game.
Yeah, we're going to sign you next year. It's not a monetary thing.
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
like we're going to give you the experience. You're going to play in a Premier League game.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it wasn't like a cannon on the side of my face, then I'd be
Not like
yeah, but
face.
even a cannon like throughout your life, and you've
Like
got
an Arsenal badge.
Nah, I can't. Like
Arsenal badge on your arm.
No, an Arsenal badge on your arm is like that. Just says like 40-year-old virgin. Doesn't it? like you'd never outlive that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a 40-year-old virgin or if it's more like Brexit. Like that kind of,
I know what you mean.
meet me in the town square.
Yeah, essentially.
What does the tweet say? You got
Right,
it?
so it's actually Frost or Frosty from 100 Thieves.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's already like someone who's got 217,000 followers. But he
Damn.
says, Nadeshot tweets a tattoo of him getting this, Donny.
Okay.
Don't know who that is. And then Frost says, how many retweets how many retweets on a tweet for you to get sex is temporary, gaming is forever, tattooed on you?
That's a 40-year-old virgin tweet.
Yeah,
And he says 100,000. So then Frost's like, all right, bet, gamers assemble. And this tweet has 263,000 retweets at this point and 398,000 likes. Then Nadeshot retweets that or quote tweets that and says 1 million retweets in 24 hours. And you pick where it goes on my body, face excluded. And that only got 75K.
I mean, 1 million in 24 hours is
That's
not good. It's
crazy.
not
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I feel like it's so unachievable that people won't do it because they know it won't. Like,
yeah,
actually hit
exactly.
there.
Yeah, you're not going to jump on board.
No.
If he'd said
no.
300,000,
No,
would
I
have
got
hit,
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah. But
What would you?
I don't know. I've only ever seen like 2 tattoos that I really like. No offense to JJ. Like, I wouldn't get them. But there was like
what was one of them JJ on your body?
What?
You said no offense to JJ.
No, I don't want his knowledge tattoo. His KSI.
No.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, it'd be a bit
Most
weird.
people would probably say
It just
that.
sounds as if you meant like there's only 2 tattoos I would get. No offense to JJ. As if saying like his face on you is not something that you would want to have.
Oh,
that's,
no,
that's an
I
insult.
wouldn't
to him.
want- to be fair, I wouldn't want
yeah, I was
Didn't
gonna
land.
say-
There was a Professor Green one where he has like lucky written on his neck. I wouldn't get it because it has more symbolism. I don't know. To him,
It, yeah.
David Beckham's like back tattoo. He has the angel.
Oh yeah.
That one I like.
It's cool, but it's such a commitment.
That's a real commitment.
Yeah, and if you look back on it, and you're like, that looks a bit shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing for me is, I aim at some point to gain a muscle of some sort somewhere, and surely it'll look a bit different.
Oh yeah.
Like if I got a sleeve and then suddenly I got wham.
Yeah.
Maybe you should do that.
How old are you now? It's just
Shut up. Shut up.
Maybe you should get something that you know is going to change.
Hey, you ain't going to grow.
Maybe you should get like a ruler tattooed to your arm, and as you get stronger, it gets
my
bigger.
God. That's actually quite
Wait,
sick.
a what on your arm?
Like a ruler. Like
So it goes round.
5 centimeters, yeah.
Goes round
And then
this
as you
way.
get stronger, it grows.
Then you can actually tell your progress. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you, with
It
the
just stretch, yeah.
1 centimeter just be now this?
Yeah. It'd be an incorrect ruler.
Yeah.
Or no, you scale it down. So you aim to have like an actual ruler in to scale, but you scale it down.
Oh, okay.
So as you grow, it becomes scale, and then you can be like, I've got a ruler on my arm.
What a flex.
Yeah.
What you achieved? Got a ruler.
No, and I've got a tape measure. Yep.
You have to measure it like this.
Yeah. It's max 5 centimeters though. Perfect for some, I guess.
Weller had a tattoo, didn't he? On his
He had a
arm?
whole
His dad amazing.
sleeve.
Yeah.
That's my nightmare. Like,
And took it off.
hate that.
Which
But
is
he regretted it halfway through it.
Yeah, that's mad.
He got half, then that night regretted it. And then the next day got the other half.
I just don't understand how you can have that. How you can get a sleeve but not be like 100% sure.
Yeah.
Because that's a huge thing. You know.
I feel like rash decision, like time and place, you think it's a good idea, and then you wake up and you realize, oh,
Well, he was in like Thailand or something.
Right.
He was on like one
Barbados.
of those kind of trips.
Like finding yourself
Yeah.
on trips. Okay, yeah.
And I guess that's part of like,
Yeah,
I
you
want to
just get
remember
a
this.
tattoo,
I
yeah.
wanna-
you get home and you're like, fuck,
Yeah.
what the fuck did I do that for?
Yeah.
Actually, I do have one more question. What's the first thing you're going to do when COVID's over? Like, say COVID ended tomorrow. Where are you going? What are you doing? Like, is there a trip you'd want to go on? You haven't been able to go away.
Yeah. There's so many things you want to do, from like literally just going to a bar, having a drink.
It's the small things that I feel like
Conversation.
COVID's taken away from us that we
Yeah.
don't realize until you get like a year in. You're like,
Yeah.
I missed that.
I like it is works so well that if everything does work right, and we come into summer and like it opens up and we get like the Euros in the summer, like it could be.
Well, they're going to be here as well, right?
That's
Yeah, but hopefully
talks, yeah.
yeah.
What a time to be an influencer, by the way.
Yeah.
Like,
Very
getting
true.
invited to every game.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
Well,
actually-
yeah, but you don't know how many. Hopefully, they just like sell like the like boxes where you're all in, and
Yeah.
people just get really mad that we get all the tickets.
Yeah, I can't believe you guys, take those opportunities when people out there can't go to games.
You can come.
I will 100%.
No, not me. I was just, yeah.
You can come.
Thanks.
You can't really, because you just complained.
But nah, it's.
Oh yeah, I'm taking every.
Oh
possible
yeah,
opportunity.
I'll take as many as I can.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if I'm watching two teams that I've never heard of.
Forest Derby?
I mean, it's the Euros, so I don't think they'll be there.
Oh, yeah, true.
I meant more
They
countries.
don't think that through. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, what was I going to say there? Something to do with England. Nope, lost it. Sorry.
No.
Nope. Continue.
All right. Well, I mean, that was actually it.
Well, England's a cool.
is there-
what are we talking
Is
about?
there a
Weird
trip?
Euros?
Is there
Is there a
anyone-
trip?
Is there anywhere you want to go?
Not really. I mean, like life-wise, yeah, but not really anytime soon. I literally just want
Normality.
the social life back of going, like, having a drink with people, being able to. Football is a massive thing as well, because football is something for me where like you literally, it's like a switch off period, because you're playing football for an hour, you don't think about anything else, and
Yeah.
missing that is huge.
That's what it is. Well, people always say like try and live in the moment, right? Don't
Yeah.
look to the future, don't look in the past. And I always find it hard to do that.
Yeah.
Whereas I think that's why gaming is really good for people as well, because you're playing a game, you're just thinking of the game.
Yeah.
Playing football, same thing. Watching football, you're in that moment. It's like when when you're if you've got like work in the morning or something, or you got something that you're really dreading, you end up watching football, or you get lost in something, and then as soon as that ends, you have the reality sinks in, and you're like, man, I'm so anxious for tomorrow. So it's nice. And I feel like we've not had anything to do in this COVID. The small things that you miss, like me and my dad used to go. I got a season ticket for Forest, so every other week we used to go. I used to get a train 2 hours back to Nottingham, sit with my dad, like 5 guys, go watch a game. And we always said that's not about the football, it's just about spending time together. And when you don't have that, you really realize like, oh, I really needed those like weeks where you're just going to see your dad and you're going to see someone.
Yeah.
We haven't had that, which has been the hardest part of this whole thing.
because you're in London more as well now, and it's like
well, London, like
You
I'm in
probably came to
London.
London for the
Yeah, we came for the
socialising.
social life,
Yeah.
and that like we've just had nothing.
well,
of
we
that.
played 7-a-side football all the time, and it was like I remember there was no point asking you because you're obviously on
Yeah.
another island. Like you're not coming over for an hour and a half of football.
Exactly.
Give me a minute.
And now you're here,
Yeah,
and we can't
yeah.
play. It's like
Yeah, and probably the most ChrisMD answer you could possibly imagine. What's your favorite thing you're going to do when COVID's over? Play some football.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
yeah, 100%.
But it will be really good.
Yeah.
Do you play for a Sunday League team here?
God no. You think
No.
I wake up in time?
You did right. You played for
Played for UTR for about 5 games.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Just couldn't wake up.
okay, well,
Literally now it's too far and it's just too early.
yeah.
I want to find like a. I've always been tempted to join like a the 7-a-side leagues or the 5-a-side leagues.
Power
I'd say
league.
Power
they're
league,
more
that's
fun because you get the ball more and it's like less aggressive.
Yeah.
Can be.
Oh yeah,
There's a lot of
I-
dickheads there that
yeah.
start, and you're like, there's less people to be to argue with.
Yeah, Calfreezy, you know.
Yeah, dickhead.
I saw you've been injured twice since both from Calfreezy.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. The ankle one wasn't really his fault.
No, but like not his fault, like a result of you and him clashing.
Yeah, no, like that one was kind of like we both kind of like shoulder barged each other, and I went over my ankle. The other one was literally he kicked the ball, followed through, and hit my wrist, which isn't his fault because he's had a shot, but he directly kicked me. The other one was the ground. You know?
Yeah, he did kick me to be fair.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, that's all I have to ask. We set a normal challenge, right? A number on any social media site or anything that you hit to come back on the podcast.
Chris done it all, mate.
Wait, as in
So, like-
I hit a number.
Yeah. So, like, for example, Ellum had like 30,000 followers on Twitch or something. So
Mhm.
he was like, if I hit 75,000 followers, which, you know, takes like X amount of time,
Yeah.
he'll come back on. So is there a number? Like, how many subs you want on YouTube, for example?
5.1.
So, like,
6.
6 mil or something like, or 7 mil.
Yeah,
or
it's
something
taking me
like
quite a while to get to each million at the moment.
I'm there, brother, I'm
yeah,
there,
let's
brother.
say 6. Yeah, the grind's the grind. We'll say 6. Yeah, 6. I'll say 6.
that. Okay, 6 million.
Yeah,
6
6 million,
million,
I
and
think
Chris
Chris
will
will
come
be
back on. So everyone go subscribe. Obviously, he has more subs than us.
All 500,000 of you guys, you
Yeah.
can get into
Yeah,
a million,
yeah.
it'd be sick. Yeah, can you,
Hey,
you
see
can
you in May.
yourself, make 6 accounts each.
But yeah, thank
In
you
fact,
for
actually,
coming on.
don't go subscribe to me. It's going to ruin the CTR. In fact,
Actually, yeah, I didn't want to subscribe. We just figured out that
You
you
can
don't
figure
want
something else. Instagram,
I
Twitter.
don't want go onto all my videos and just replay them again and again. Just leave
I
them
want
on
2 million
Twitter.
views per video before I go back
The
on
next
the show.
time his video gets a 200% viewer retention, that's when he's coming back on.
But I would have to have you back on. It's been great today.
Oh,
Thanks for
you
coming on.
inviting me.
Anyway.
It's honestly just nice recording stuff in London and not
Yeah,
having to
yeah.
fly over for the day. And
Well, the worst part is that, like, you know, you move to London, it's expensive, right? Compared to, I mean,
Yeah.
Jersey,
Yeah.
not even where I was. And then you realize in COVID, wow, I'm just, like wasting money to do nothing.
Yeah.
Like, I could do nothing in Nottingham. you know?
Yeah.
But
yeah. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for listening.
Yep.
Thank you, Chris. And we'll see you next week.
Peace.
Peace.
Bye.